Damn, that threw me off.
And we are back. God damn, Mike. We got the new intro, new overlay, and he just cutting right in through it. Like, come on, man.
My bad.
We back. We back with a little facelift, a little cleanup, little tidying on the edges, little, you know what I'm saying? We back.
Yeah.
Episode 43. A little slanted, little graphic design. It's been a minute. I know we took a little week off, had to go outside, be with some friends in real life for a little bit. But we back now. It feels like it's been like a month. You take 1 week of pod off and time just speeds up. It's crazy. But we back, episode 43. Excuse me. With your co-hosts, Sam, Mike, and Laura. We're here. We're back. Episode 43. We got a lot to talk about. How are y'all feeling? How are y'all feeling being back again? We're here. With new look. A little new intro, new look. More of us on the screen. You know, it's about us. So put more of us on the screen. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. How y'all feeling?
Good. We had a good I was feeling weird the last couple of days. The last 2 weeks have been a little bit, I don't know, a roller coaster of emotions, but we had a good pre-pod, and I ate some nuggies, which is my tradition now, so I'm in a good mood.
Pod nugs?
Yeah.
How you doing, Mike? We got backdrop alternate. We got alternate costume Mike today.
Yeah, that's right. Now I feel good, you know. I love y'all. You know, I love y'all motherfuckers.
Love you too, Mike.
You know, that's right. Yeah.
I like it. It's all right. We starting the top of the pod with some good vibes, some good love, good energy. I like it. And as always, it's been a minute. So we got to come back. What did y'all eat today? I know Laura just kind of went through the pre-pod, but we'll go before that.
This morning I really like doing this kind of, like, I call it a breakfast bagel. So I make like an omelet, and then I put some cheese on it at the end, slice some tomatoes, crack like a good slice of lettuce, and then I toast a bagel, either ham or bacon or both. And then I just put some mayo and I put that in a fucking sandwich. And then some potatoes on the side. And up with the nugget that I just had. That was my meals today.
Well, how do you have your potatoes? Are they
like
sliced?
pan fried?
Are they fries? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So like oftentimes what I do is when I like boil some potatoes for like, I don't know, side dish with my dinner. If I have leftover ones the next morning, I just slice them in like quarters. And then you put some oil in your pan, and then I just roast them, and then they get like crispy on the outside, but they're like mushy inside.
You be cooking. All right. You be cooking. All right.
Yeah, trying. Trying. At least on the weekends. Like when I have no excuses, I actually have time in the morning. So I try at least to, on the weekends, do at least a nice brunch. So yeah.
All right.
That's today.
Good meal. What'd you have, Mike?
I didn't really eat today.
What? Why did it take you
it's
so long to
11
say that?
p.m.
Yeah, also what?
What?
But okay. It's 11 p.m. You haven't eaten anything. The question is, what time did you wake up?
Yeah.
Nah, I woke up pretty early. I didn't eat anything though. Like, I mean, I had like chips and shit. I had like snacks and shit, but I didn't like eat food yet.
All right, Mike. What'd you have yesterday?
Food after a bacon cheese burger.
It's the same as my nuggets, man. It's a tradition now.
I had a bacon cheeseburger.
Smash burger?
No, not even from like the bodega.
The bodega burger.
Yeah, with curly fries. Yeah, that's what I had.
Tradition.
It's a John House special.
Yeah.
Every time I come over here, I have to get that.
Yeah, bodega burger. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no different. I had Chicky. I had some Chick-fil-A today. I was gonna make some food, and then Heather was like, "Chicky?" Yes. And then that happened. Just a sandwich, some nugs, some fries. Easy, simple. And I mean, I woke up we'll get into it. My day was weird today. It's like 2 days in one day.
I went to sleep
but like
late.
Yeah, late, early.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want to call it. So yeah, I woke up at like 6
p.m.
like yeah, 6 p.m.
Like
I
you
didn't go
woke
to bed
up
till like 2.
You woke up to pod today, pretty much.
Oh yeah, and to print. Oh, podding and printing, baby. PMP.
Yep.
I'm just about
That's gonna be the name of the episode, I think.
PMP. Yes.
Yep.
So yeah, we're here. We're back. It's been an eventful week for myself, at least. I don't think I did what I do last week. I don't think I did anything last week. I was just gaming. I was Steam Deck. Oh, Elden Ring was last week. That's what I did last week. That's what happened. Where do we want to start? Do we want to start there? I guess we should start from last week and catch up since we weren't here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we can start there. I tried Elden Ring finally. I tried it.
Tell us.
I downloaded it on my Steam Deck because I could, and I've exclusively only been playing it there. And it's exactly what I thought it was going to be, which sucks for me right now. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be, an open world Dark Souls game, which makes me anxious and annoyed at the same time. So it's like, it started off, and so many people were talking about like character creator, like, oh man, you can make your character look. Nah, man, it all looks ass. They all look terrible.
You know, I was gonna say something about that, because from soft character creation, like, you have a lot of options, but their models don't look that good.
They all look like ass, man.
Yeah, they all
and it's not like
shit.
It's not like Dark Souls 1, but it's just like it's like they tried to make them pretty, but chose to make them ugly. And I was like, how does that work?
It's like GTA 5, bro. Like,
yeah,
I feel like, especially the female characters in that game.
That's like, I was like, what's going on here? Like, why does her jaw look like mine? And I can't change it. I can't. Why can't I make it not look like that?
You gotta try real hard to make like a really pretty female character.
Yeah, so I gave up and just gave her hair that just covered her whole face. Just gave her a mop head. And I was like, well, I can't fix it, so we'll just put some hair over it. So
you're gonna be wearing a helmet anyways, so who gives a fuck?
But you can change your character at any time, which I didn't know that was a thing, and that's pretty cool.
Which is cool. At least you don't have to pay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So
because like in Rise, you got to pay for that shit.
Yeah, or just PC, just mod it.
I mean, most games, if you want to change the appearance of your character, they're gonna make you pay for that shit.
You gotta pay or start over.
Yeah, you have. Yeah.
So yeah, I started it. I did the character creator, whatever. I don't know. It was a bunch of cutscenes. I skipped all that shit because I don't care. And then they gave me. I picked I always go strength build. So the only strength build gave me some little fucking rinky dink axe, which axes. I know I play charge blade, but like I don't really care for axes as a weapon. So I was like, whatever. When do I get a fucking greatsword? And I was talking with Tom. Actually, I was Steam Deck in the van at work, tethered to my phone, streaming it through Discord. Crazy. All on the Steam Deck.
Nuts, man.
Crazy. So I was doing that, and I was just like, dude, when do I get a fucking greatsword? I'm pissed. I need a greatsword because the enemy showed up, you kill him, whatever, and then the game opens up, right? They show you the fucking Elden Ring. Yeah, I don't know what the place is called.
The land between.
Yeah, with land between. So they show you all this stuff, and in Sam fashion, I go the exact opposite direction as I do in all games. You tell me to go left, I'm gonna go right. So that's exactly what I did. What was I greeted with? A big fucking bullshit ass dragon. My least favorite thing in Souls games. Fucking dragons. They all suck. They're all ass. There's never been a good dragon to fight in Souls games. They just look cool because they're a fucking dragon, but they all are janky. They move weird. The fire doesn't make any fucking sense. You do no fucking damage to them. First impression, right here. All right, cool. I'm fighting some stupid dragon with a stupid ass axe in my hands. So I try to fight it. Of course, I get fucking roasted. I get fucking cooked, literally, multiple times. or I just get stomped on. I hit him 3 times. He jumps across half the fucking map and then burns me. Cool. Yep. Awesome. It's a lot of fun. Great. Awesome game. I'm out of there.
That don't sound like fun, bro.
Exit stage left. I was like, all right, I'm leaving. I normally, old Sam, I'm going to stubborn my dumb ass through this fight until I beat it. And then I'll hate it even more. But I was like, no, not anymore. I'm out of here. I'll go somewhere else. Fuck it.
But then I'm curious. You played it for at least 8 hours, and you said earlier you keep coming back to it and play more. Like, if you hate it that much, why do you force yourself to play it? I'm actually curious.
Literally, it's because I can play it in my hands on my Steam Deck.
Yeah, but do you actually enjoy it in your hands more than you do on a PC, enough that you go through the pain of going back again every time, but every time you walk out of the game and close it, you're like, man, this sucked.
It's literally like, this is where my brain goes when it comes to technology, because I can do it. Because
like, between having a bad time at your PC and having a bad time in your hands, you're still having a bad time.
True, but I have the option. You know what I'm saying? I have the option to, you know? It's like...
So there's nothing about this game that you like at all that keeps you coming back? Nothing?
No. So, I mean, that wasn't done, but it's like... It's like you go to I don't know, you go to some sweets place that you never been before, and they got this crazy ass ice cream with fucking marshmallows and fudge and fucking sprinkles and all this bullshit, and you're like, that's gonna fuck me up tomorrow. It's not gonna be great. But I'm here and I can get it. So I'm gonna try it. And that's what it is every time. I know it's gonna end terribly, but look at this. I'm playing AAA PC game, greatest, probably gonna game of the year in my hands in the middle of New Jersey. That's crazy.
That's a $60 ice cream though.
You know, do you think that Elden Ring would get game of the year though?
Yeah, I think what else is even coming out this year? Like, it's kind of winning it by default. I'm gonna like Breath of the Wild isn't coming out. So no. What other obvious? There's never GTA 6 is never fucking happening.
It won so many categories as like best upcoming games or whatever.
Yeah, like nobody.
It's getting game of the year.
Nobody cares about Call of Duty. Like, what else is coming out? Kirby, a good one. Like,
yeah, Kirby's out already. Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard too many talk about Horizon? That since the first week it came out. Yeah, no, Horizon. Don't say no. Horizon already got outshadowed by whatever the fuck came out.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, yeah, exactly. Yes. Like, no, Horizon
was Breath of the Wild, and now it's Elden Ring.
It got eclipsed.
Yeah. So
for the second time, because the first one came out when Breath of the Wild came out.
Yeah, it was Breath of the Wild. Yeah. Terrible timing. So yeah, I mean, people can make their jokes about Breath of the Wild, which I'm sure it was going to be pushed back anyway. But like, I'm sure it was smart, like financially, to just not be in the window as Elden Ring. Because even if Breath of the Wild 2 was amazing, that's still competition of people having to choose. Like, there's always people who are like, I can only get one game. And if they got to choose, that's still competition. So like, whether I'm sure they pushed it back for development options, but I'm sure financially it probably wasn't the worst idea either.
What's wrong,
have to be in that same window. Yeah, what's up?
Well, I always wonder if that's really an argument, in the sense that, like, how guaranteed are you that people that play Breath of the Wild are also interested in playing Elden Ring? Like,
it's an open world game that people don't like. People who are hardcore fans are hardcore fans, right? But for like, this is AAA mainstream gaming at this point, right? These are like, you talk about video games, Dark Souls is brought up, or Souls, and like Zelda is brought up. Like, those are big games that a lot of people know.
Yeah, but in their essence, they're completely different, and in the gameplay as well, and just like the experience you get out of it.
But people who are like getting into mainstream games, or like about mainstream games, and probably don't beat all of them all the time, just like, hey, this is a cool game that just came out, it's the big thing, let me try it. Like, that's a lot of money in gaming. This is a cool game that's out, and let me try it. Doesn't matter if you beat it. Obviously, you know, people who make their games want people to beat their games and stuff. But from a financial aspect, you bought the game. That's the sale. And even if you like return it, it's still a sale because fucking GameStop or whatever is just reselling it. So like, yeah, I mean, and Souls kind of always used to be a little like niche thing. Like, oh, you play Souls? Like, how do you even know what that is? But like, Elden Ring has just blown that way out of the fucking water now. It's like, it's huge. You know, it's a top tier AAA scale size game. So like, it's up there. And obviously Zelda it's fucking Zelda. That goes, you don't have to describe how big Zelda is. So yeah, they definitely would be, and they, you know, their swords and knights and, you know, their theming is similar enough to, if somebody's thinking about it, they might, and they can only pick one, you know, that'd be a competition. So like, I get it. And again, it's funny to make that joke. I don't think that's the sole reason Breath of the Wild 2 was pushed back, but I'm sure it was somewhat of a thought. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, I got to the dragon. This is bullshit. I'm out of here. Let me go somewhere else. And then I see fucking Tree Sentinel dude with the infamous Tree Sentinel. And I'm like, all right, let me see what this guy's about. One shot. All right, that's bullshit. And I still have this stupid ass fucking weapon, so I'm doing no damage. Let me get the fuck out of here. Where is my greatsword? I'm a monkey brain strat, big dick swinging Souls player. That's it. That's it. I know who I am. That's how I play the game. Zweihander, fucking fume greatsword. Like, that's it. You give me the big slappy, the fucking I forget what the one I used in Demon Souls. It's just like the straight up just normal greatsword. I use that the whole fucking game. That's it. I two-hand. I don't need a shield. I don't need a parry. I don't need none of that. A two-hand greatsword, a heavy attack, and I kill you in 1 to 2 hits. That's it.
You can upgrade your weapons, right?
What?
Can you upgrade your weapons?
Yeah, you can still upgrade them. So I'm still running around with the stupid ass one-hand axe or whatever. I mean, you can two-hand it, but it's like, it's a one-hand axe. And I'm like, this is stupid. I get to the little, I don't know what it's called, the little like camp of a bunch of dudes and like the shield dude right before the gate. And they're all fucking me up, of course. Fucking, dogs. Still dogs. It's like, this is just Souls. Everything here is still just Souls. Nothing has fucking changed. And then I find a greatsword. There's one on like a little carriage or something around there. And enjoyment went up. I was like, oh shit. Oh, I'm having a good time now. I'm slapping shit. And I'm hitting shit with a big greatsword. Neurons activated. Awesome. This is cool. This is pretty cool. I'm having a pretty good time. All right. Now I'm like, I went from taking 3 to 4 hits to kill these enemies to fucking 1-2 shotting them now. All right, let me, you know, maybe I can go back and fight that dragon again. Maybe I could go back and try that and maybe explore a little bit. So I go back. I go to explore a little bit. You know, I see a little cave or something, and I go down there. I'm like, oh shit, cool. It's an art. It's whatever it's called. So Tom was telling me about that whole mechanic. I was like, oh, you can kind of like make your own like movement set, build and stuff. That's cool. That's, you know, flexibility and whatever. And I'm still exploring. And then I go into another cave and I'm like, oh, it's the same kind of thing. There's a door and there's like a chest. Maybe I'll get, you know, some souls or fucking another art. Open it up and I'm fucking teleported now. I'm on the other side of the whole fucking map. What the fuck? All right, cool. Whatever. And again, I've been exploring. No Estus. 20% health, like 3,000 souls. All right, cool. Thanks. I'm stressed now. I went from, this is cool, I cleared this room, to, all right, now I'm fucking annoyed and stressed, and this is stupid because I'm about to lose the last 2 hours of experience I just got. So I'm in this fucking cave area. I don't know where I am. I walk out. Some bullshit thing is homing 8 billion needles at me and just instantly kills me. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Great. Yeah. Love it. This is awesome. I'm having a great time right now.
I know exactly where you went, actually. You probably went in a Celia Crystal Cave. And it's like a centipede looking thingy that like shoot 500 webs at you that kills you.
Yep. And I was like, this is stupid. So, but the stubbornness got to me though. I was like, I'm stuck here now. So I'm gonna fucking get my souls. I got my levels. I got my soul back. I used it. There was like a grace thing near, so I used all my shit, leveled up, and I went in there and I fucking killed everything. And I left, and I was still empty inside. And I was like, this game, it's not for me anymore, because I did all the things, and I'm still empty inside.
I don't think the game was for you in the first place.
I don't think so either anymore. It used to be like 5 years ago. I'd be going nuts over this game. But yeah, I left that cave and I was like, where am I? I don't know. This is a cool place. Let me just try to fight things. Everything was just one-shotting me. And I was like, what the fuck what is this? Why am I even here if everything's one-shotting me? So I fucking trotted my ass all the way back to the fucking where I was, the castle and everything, to try to fight the dragon again with my stronger sword, with my higher levels. You know how much damage I did?
I would have turned that shit right the fuck off. Like
that much.
Nah.
I did that much. With my newly two-handed great sword, one-shotting all these other mobs.
There's no way I would have kept playing. Nah.
Yeah. I was like, all right, well, that's stupid. And I think I turned it off for the day, and I came back. I was like, I'll give it a shot again. And then I didn't kill the dragon. I said, fuck this. I'm not doing this dragon. So I like ran around some more, did a little more progression or whatever. Came across some dudes on a horse, which was pretty cool. Just like random enemy dude, like a horse fight. And I was like, all right, this is pretty sick. This is like new. This is new. Finally, something fucking new that I haven't experienced the last 10 years. I'm fighting something on my horse. Like, that's awesome. Give me like something new again, like more new stuff. Not the same soul shit we've been getting for a decade now. And that was cool. I was fighting this dude on his horse. He hit me, I hit him. He fell off his horse, and then we were fighting and shit. I was like, that was awesome. Never done that before in a Souls game. It was pretty sick. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to go fight this tree sentinel dude. Probably underleveled. I don't know how old, what level you're supposed to be when you fight this stuff, because the game is open world. That's the... I'm gonna tie back to that later. So I fight this tree sentinel guy, and I spent literally a whole day. Like, I woke up, like I got to him on maybe like Friday, and I did him a couple times, and he fucking killed me. So I woke up on Saturday in bed, pulled out the Steam Deck. This is see what I'm saying? See why I'm still playing it? If I had to take the specific action to get out of bed, wash up, put clothes on, walk over to my computer, sit down, load up my computer. No, I'm not. Elden Ring is not what I'm doing. It's not the thing I'm booting up. But I can lay in bed, be a lazy fuck, probably stay in bed longer than I should. Just grab the Steam Deck, boot up some Elden Ring. There I am. I'm fighting Tree Sentinel. So for all day, this was last Saturday, all day, like 4 or 5 hours, baby. I had to go somewhere. I don't remember where I had to go.
Oh my God.
I was fighting this fucking Tree Sentinel guy. And then I finally beat him. I beat his ass. Of course. Completely. I was like, I'm going to beat him.
You never enjoyed it? You never enjoyed it.
I beat him. I'll admit, heart got a little racy towards the end because his health was low. I had no flasks. I was like, I need to beat this fuck. I won't lie. Heart got a little pumpy. Was thumping a little bit.
How did you feel when you killed it?
I beat him. I got barely a level's worth of souls. And I instantly was like, this was fucking stupid. This was dumb. I beat him. I got his bullshit ass halberd, which I have no desire to use because it's not a fucking greatsword. And I have nothing to show for it as far as my strength. I'm no stronger now.
Do you remember how much he gave you?
Like 2,000 souls.
He didn't give more?
No.
What the fuck?
I know I got no more than a level. Maybe like a level and a half's worth. I did not get 2 levels, and I was level 18, so I don't know.
It's okay. There's more of them in the future, Sam. It's okay.
What more? More of them. Why would I want to do more of that and get no souls again? Why would I want to fight something else for 6 fucking hours to barely get 2 levels of progression? So if I have to fight this thing again, it's going to be the exact same thing. I'm no stronger. And this is what the issue is for me with Elden Ring as an open world, is the game is like, oh, it's open world. You can go wherever you want. You can do whatever you do. No, not really. Because everywhere you're not supposed to go, shit's just going to fucking one-shot you. So like, cool. You can go the complete opposite way, and if you're not meant to be there yet, you get one shot. So all right, cool. Now I just got to get one shot by everything. What the fuck is the point of all these levels if I'm not supposed to be here? I get one shot. Or the other side, which I didn't do because I haven't played that much, but the little bit I've talked to Tom about it is like you go and do all this other shit in the wrong way that you're not supposed to do, but you get through it and get all these souls. So then when you go do the right shit, you're insanely over leveled. So you're just fucking destroying things that you're meant to fight now. So it's like, it's like, I get it. Open world, you can explore. And if you're into the lore and meeting characters and all that kind of shit, like that's awesome. I don't play Souls for that ever. I don't give a shit about the characters or the story or the lore or the world. If I don't give a shit about any of that. I just want a big fucking slappy sword. Of that,
then you're not gonna care about this. You're not gonna give a fuck about this game.
Yeah, and that's what I learned. Right. And I'll like go through, and like I said, I got it on my Steam Deck, so I'll pick it up, play for a couple minutes. I was saying it early before the pod. I was like in this little castle area. I like went through, fought something, died to like a cool big knight dude. And then I went back through this area that I'd already been through like 5 or 6 times already. So like I know the path and everything. Game just decided, nope, you're going to get hit by some random fucking firebombs that has never happened before. And you're one shot and there goes all your souls. And I was like, I'm cool. I'll close it for today. I'm done for today. I'm cool. So it's just like, I get it. But it's just all the things that make it cool for most people are all the things I don't want in a Souls game. I don't give a shit about the exploration. I don't give a shit about all these options. I don't give a shit about all these characters and NPCs and all that stuff. I want my one weapon to be really awesome and the bosses to be amazing. Oh, I got to Margaret. I got to Margaret, whatever the fuck he is. Yeah. Fucking boring, dude. He looks not cool. He's just a big dude with a fucking stick that just randomly decides to hold it in the air for 20 seconds and then attack. He might hold it in there for 2 seconds. Just because he feels like it.
That's pretty much the vibe of a lot of bosses in this game. Is like, I'm going to jump in the air and be anime style floating for 15 seconds. And then I'm going to hit you with like the biggest delay ever.
Just arbitrary. The same thing with fucking Tree Sentinel. He's on a goddamn horse and he's hip checking me. What?
Yeah.
How do you hip check me on a horse? That doesn't even make sense. But yeah, I'd fight Margaret or whatever. He'll just jump in the air, literally just sit there for like 5 seconds and then just come down. It's like, all right, is there any sense of physics here at all? Like any bit? And like nothing. So I was just like this. I summoned. I didn't even think twice about it. Old Sam, fucking Monster Hunter 4U, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3 Sam. I would never even think of it. I wouldn't even see the sign on the ground. What's a summon? I can't even spell that word. I saw that shit, summoned him ASAP. Dude took down like half his health, and then I finished him off, and I was like, thank God that's over. That guy wasn't cool. I did get a lot of souls from that one, though, so that worked out. I got like 3 levels out of that one. But I was like, yeah, man, it's just not the game for me. It's not a bad game, just not for me. And I knew that was going to most likely be the case going into it. Because it's not Sekiro, man. Sekiro just hits all the single points I need. Yeah, everything that I just said that I didn't like is exactly what Sekiro does. I got one weapon. I don't need to worry about any of the story. I don't need to worry about any exploration. The boss fights are amazing. Master this one weapon, and it's great. That's like exactly what Sekiro did. And the moment they announced Elden Ring and they said open world, I was like, it's I'll check it out, but like it's not Sekiro. And they're never going to do this game again, which makes me so sad. And it's the only Souls game that hasn't gotten any fucking DLC.
Yeah.
I guess like Elden Ring. I don't know if Elden Ring probably will. But like,
probably. There's no way this game is not getting DLC.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I feel like Sekiro is going to get a sequel, though. Like,
I hope so, man.
Like, because the way it ended, it doesn't make sense for it not to get one.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, so close. Yeah, just the whole time I don't know. The whole time wait, how far did you get into it?
Sekiro? I'm still at Emma.
Really? Oh, because you took that route.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm fighting Emma.
Oh, you gotta fuck Melania. I mean, don't even think about her. Just look at Emma. You go back
did you
to
have
her.
issues with Emma? Because she's pretty straightforward.
Well, no, it's because I didn't fight her for a very long time. I reached a point at the end of my stream where it was like I didn't want to fight the. Well, I thought the fight against the owl was like too obvious of a storyline. So I was like, I want to see what the alternative is if I don't like contradict him.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did like 4 or 5 attempts on her, and then I was like done for the day. But I never went back to the game. It's been months, so like.
Oh, you gotta go. Yeah, I might replay Sekiro for the 4th or 5th time. Oh, that's Steam Deck value. That's Steam Deck value. Yeah, I might have to re-download Seki. Yeah. It's so
like,
good,
I have a hard time
so
feeling bad for you with Elden Ring when you say you don't like the game, but you keep going at it and you play more. It's like,
well, see, that's the thing. The thing is, like, when it's cool, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the parts that are cool aren't awesome. It's just me one-shotting little bitch-ass enemies. That's the cool part. I could do that in, like, any game.
Yeah.
Like, it's supposed to be like, all right, I get through these little trash enemies and then the boss fights.
Yeah.
No, the bosses have been crazy. They're just, like, there. I was like, all right, man. So, like, you know, and I'm like, maybe I need a little bit more, and but I think the way the game is designed is how it's designed. And the game is designed. It was created with all these options, right? You have just options galore in any way. Options as far as exploration, options as far as story, options as far as weapons, options as far as builds, all these options. But there's only like a handful of them that feel good. So it's like, why are they all here? Just give me the one then. Instead of me choosing an option and it's the one that feels bad. Versus if I got like a blood katana and I did that build and I'm fucking destroying everything and now the game feels amazing. Don't give me the greatsword then. Don't even put it in the game.
Well, I mean, I feel like this game is just made for people that have a lot of patience. First of all, like it's not made for the average gamer in this day and age where we have low attention spans and we don't want to go through all this fucking shit. Like, because like a game like Breath of the Wild, like it's open as fuck, but something like Elden Ring, it's really open, but it's also still Souls. So it's like it's still tedious. It's open world, but also tedious at the same time.
And that's the thing for me. Open world is already a tedious. Like you put open world, and I'm already tired. Like straight off. For me, that's like a personal thing.
Yeah. So you're gonna be even more tired with the Dark Souls bullshit in an open world game.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So
which I knew would be the case, but I was like, I got to give it a shot at least.
That's one of the thing and the flaws about this game. It's like it's an open world, yes, but the thing is like eventually you specialize into a build or a certain type of weapon. So like there's so much content that you're gonna encounter if you explore that is gonna be completely irrelevant to what the fuck you need to build around. Because if I'm a Dex user and I start exploring, the chances of me finding a Dex weapon at the end of a dungeon or whatever the fuck I encounter in this open world, like versus all the other type of weapons or playstyle I can find, it's really slim. So it's like, what, more than 70% of what I do is like meaningless. It's not necessarily meaningless in the sense that I still have souls to spend and I level up, but the big reward at the end of completing like a dungeon or a cave or whatever is going to be either an Ash of War for a weapon that's really cool, or a weapon itself. And the chances that aligns with what you need or what you're playing at the moment is like super fucking slim. So like there's a bunch of time I completed something and I was like, well, apart from the leveling up, like I did this for nothing.
That was the whole thing. Once I got my greatsword, everything else was that. And I got the greatsword within the first 3 hours of the game. So what, I'm going to play 100 hours and nothing else that I care other than a smithing stone and souls is going to really do anything. And it's like, I know there's like Ashes of War and stuff and you could try different builds and all that stuff like that. But that's like one of those things you do that like when you're knee deep into it, you know, like when you're thinking about the little micro management meta kind of, how can I tweak this to do all that? Like, I want to just be pulled in to the combat just feeling good.
Yeah.
It's a Sekiro curse, man. Like, that combat's just, it's just too good, man. Sekiro was they just gave you one weapon and they were like, use this and get fucking good at it. And it's going to be amazing when you do. And they fucking knocked that out the park. And that's just my standard now.
Yeah. People give me shit for using guys in Elden Ring because it's like, but dude, the chances of me encountering that like by random, by just exploring is like slim. I don't want to have to wait in like 80 hours if I maybe get it. Like, if you tell me about a super cool move, a super cool Ash of War that I could put on my Dex build that's super sick, I'm not going to wait until I encounter it randomly. Like, I'm just going to check on Google where it is, and I'm going to find a location and go.
It's awesome you say that, because that is the primary reason I stream games that aren't Monster Hunter. It's like, oh, cool, thanks for the entertainment. It's like, no, I'm here because you guys are here to help me. Like, that's why I'm playing this game. Like, otherwise, I'm not going to play this, or I'm going to Google everything. So if I'm here, and again, it's not Monster Hunter, and you're watching, your goal is to help me. That's the point. That's the transaction here. You watch me, I give you content to watch, you give me information to get through this fucking game, or else I'm just going to stop playing it.
You know what's funny is that when I was playing through Control, every time I got to a puzzle, I try it by myself once or twice, and then I just go to Google. Like, it's because it's like, yeah, like
it's kind of games I did that, bro. It's like I'm not playing this for that. I'm not playing this game for the fucking puzzle.
I know. Yeah. I mean, most people don't anymore. Like, no one wants to like deal with the puzzle.
That's
bullshit.
The thing is like, there's so many games now, right? Like, because we go back as a kid, right? I remember I was playing. We played Quackshot. That is Donald. It was a Genesis game, Quackshot. It was actually a really good platformer. It was like an action adventure platformer. But there was this part that our whole house was stuck on. Like, I was playing the game. My mom was watching me play my game. My brother was trying to figure it out. We were stuck on it for like weeks. It was like some like kind of moon something puzzle or whatever. And we were just stuck on it, just trying to figure it out. And that was like it for weeks. My mom somehow had like a dream premonition. This is how I knew she was probably going to be a gamer. I should have told her. I should have known back then. She had like some dream about like this moon thing. And she like figured the puzzle out. And then we like finished and got through the game. But that was like weeks, right? That shit's not happening now, man. If I'm stuck on a game, there's 8 billion other fucking games I could play. So I'm just going to play a different fucking game. And that game's done. Exactly. If I don't look up and figure this issue right now, this game's never getting booted again. Because there's just so many fucking options now. Like back then, you had one game and it would just last you half a year or a year.
Yeah,
so like, that's it.
That's the thing about modern games, especially now, is like, I even know a lot of people who would play something that just came out, and even though they say they really like it, but it's like, even if there's a little moment where their attention span is just being waned too much, like, they just drop it.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, like a perfect example is me playing FF7, the original, not remake. Playing FF7 OG in 2020 was just like, yo, this was a game made for 1997.
Hard. I don't know how you did it.
Well, because the thing is, I played it. The Switch version has like cheat codes built into it. So like you can speed up and you can have like infinite health, or you can do like no interactions, which I used all of them throughout the playthrough. But playing through the game and having those cheats showed me that like, yo, this is a game made for 1997 when people got one game every 2 years. Cause like, the amount of fucking time that just straight up time was just like, here, you're just wasting your time here. And that was the thing. That's like the thing with Elden Ring is there's so much shit that's just straight up meant for you to waste time. The whole Souls mechanic, it's just a time waster. It's nothing else but a time waster of here. You lost your experience. Try it again. Oh, you lost all of your experience. So you didn't gain anything and you just got to do it again. It's just straight up time. I've been through the same area 6 times. I know where every single enemy is. the game just decided its AI is going to one-shot me this time.
Well,
so
I
there
also
goes all
think
my experience.
I also think that's part of that experience with their games, is that the repetition will be forced upon you, whether you like it or not. If you're just dying a lot, you're gonna know that repetition because you're going to be fighting the same enemies in that same place over and over again. So like it'll hurt like shit to get through the game, but once you finally do, you're gonna know everything your second time around.
See, and that's the thing. I don't replay games, so it's useless.
Well, yeah, that's another thing. Is that you don't replay games.
I've never New Game Plus the Dark Souls game ever.
Yeah, really?
Never.
Have you ever
beat the game plus and then I'm done?
Have you ever New Game Plus a JRPG?
No, I don't New Game Plus anything.
I've only replayed like one game in my life.
I beat it and then I'm done. The only game I've replayed is Monster Hunter.
Wait, Laura, you never replayed Witcher 3?
No.
Like that is my thing.
I put like 300 hours in it. I crafted like all
300 hours and you didn't replay the game?
No.
I'm the same way. I will do literally everything
possible
there is for me to do.
I was like, man, I'm gonna clean up all of Skellige. And then I was like, fuck that shit, man. There's so much shit on that island. And then dude, clearing Witcher. You want to talk about topic that we didn't talk about on the pod docket is like how overwhelming maps can be sometime in games.
This
and
is
you want to
this
Witcher
is why I feel the way I do about open world games.
And it's like
it's too
I love
much.
it when a game let me fucking uncover the map little by
don't
little.
show me the whole thing
I fucking hate when the game's like here's the whole fucking world, every microcrest everywhere, every marching, every shit. Find your way.
Too much.
Yeah. Like what the fuck, man?
It's too much.
I wanted to talk about that because that is a very popular Ubisoft thing to do.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Oh my god, Assassin's Creed Unity.
That's a trap that The Witcher 3 fell into.
That's also a trap. That's when it came out.
Yeah, at the time.
During that time.
Yeah. And that's the same trap that Cyberpunk fell into, because you open a map and there's just a fuck ton of shit on the fucking map. And what I think 1.5 update, they made it so that the quest givers would like gradually give you more quests as you complete quests for them, so that everything is not just there on the map.
It's like it's like that kind of scale of just technology kind of goes through, where it's like where it's like, oh, we're stuck at a limitation, let's just power through this limitation. Oh, we've broken through we can go past this limitation. Here's all this shit. That's too much, let's go back, let's scale it down. Now that's too much. All right, and then it's just this cycle over and over, right? Because you think about games like old RPGs, you know, Super Mario World compared to Super Mario like 1, 2, and 3 on the NES, right? Holy shit, we have an 3 kind of gave you the overworld, but Super Mario World gave you this overworld with shit moving around, and you had shortcuts and these little things linked to this place and go to that place, and you're like, this is crazy coming from, you know, Mario 1. And then, you know, that stuff keeps going up, and then we get to, you know, the kind of things of like Mario Galaxy and stuff. But kind of Nintendo's always done this thing of having a balance of that somehow throughout all their series, because they still had like their 3D Mario games, which are still platformer-ish, and then you can have your Galaxy and Odyssey and stuff. But like with like the, you know, Assassin's Creed and all that kind of shit, like we never seen games like that for a long time, like open world. Like we'd never seen any shit like that. You know, we had like Diablo and Diablo 1 and 2, and those games were big on their own kind of scale.
Every chest, every collectible, every fucking thing. Like,
but I remember the first Assassin's Creed, like seeing that, and I was like, holy shit, this is all in the game, and I can just like go to wherever. Like, that's crazy. Like, there's people walking around and all that kind of stuff, and it's cool. And then it's just like, all right, we got to dial it back. And it's same thing applies to like technology, man. Like you look at technology as a whole, and there was this part where it goes, I mean, we had these fucking huge ass mainframe computers, and then we make them smaller and smaller and smaller. And I remember we got to a point where there were fucking the little fucking Razor cell phone was this fucking big, tiny as shit. The screen was like 60 by 60 pixels. And then it's like, all right, this is probably too small. And then we start going bigger. And then, you look at phones again. We get the fucking Samsung. We get the S1. We have our Tab. We got the Fold. We got the fucking Note. And now I'm holding a book as a fucking phone. Why am I doing that?
A phablet?
Yeah. Because we can make it that big. And now it's going back again. And now we're getting small things. And so it's like this constant cycle of just seeing where we could push the boundaries, getting to that point, going too far. All right, we got to scale it back. And then it's just the same kind of thing. And I think we're in that part where like we're getting to that part where we got to start dialing it back down again. Because I think we're at a point where there's no limits anymore. It's just creativity. Like technology has gotten to a point where there's not like a just straight up hard cap on what you just can't do, right? You go to, Super Nintendo and those eras, is like they could have the craziest ideas, but you just can't do them. I forget what the story was on Pokemon, but they did like some crazy type of like optimizations to make that game fit into the cartridge because it was just too much.
Well, that's the reason why Game Freak's coding is as ridiculous and convoluted as it is now, because they've gotten used to coding that way for the Game Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they had to do so many tricks to make that game fit on the cartridge. Because that was just the technological bounds, right? And then that's like where they've worked on. And then now we see where Pokemon is now. And it's like, look, you can literally do anything as far as a video game medium. But they're just not.
Yeah.
Because they just haven't had to.
It's because of, one, because of time, and two, the size of their team. They like to keep it small. Mm-hmm. And three, it's because they just have a very weird, convoluted way of coding shit.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's funny you say time, because that's kind of the limiting factor right now. Is it's not hardware or capabilities anymore. It's just time.
Yeah.
Can you do it in this time and think of it within the reasonable time? If you can think of it, you can make it at this point.
Yeah, because if you gave some developers more time, like if you had a limited amount of time to develop your dream video game,
you can
that
make it
shit
now.
Would be insane. Yeah,
like it's possible to make whatever that idea is now in this current age. And like Elden Ring is just the perfect example of that, right? It's just like the perfect example of, as far as a Souls fan, like the dream perfect game. Like there was no technical, logical bounds or limits that we couldn't do. Like we just did it, and here's fucking everything. And it's too fucking much, man. it's too much. It's too much. It's too fucking much. And I was just like, I can see why this game is important. And I think it's an important video game, right? I'm not going to slip on that part. I get how it's an important video game, especially for just video game culture. And I know the whole George R.R. Martin being like a huge thing, like that bleeding into video games, and the scope and all that being a difficult game, air quote, difficult game that has gotten popular along the mainstream. Like I get its importance, but I'm fucking cool, man. I'm cool.
What you got to say, Laura? What you got to say?
It's just like, part of me find it wholesome, because it's like, I'm new to the Soulsborne community, right? But I know for sure that like an open world Soulsborne has been in the talk in the community for years, and people wanted that. And I think it's pretty cool. I think it's rare in video games that a community from a game actually get what they want from the devs. And I think FromSoft here really delivered exactly what their fans wanted.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I think that happens just rarely, because I feel like gamers are fucking obnoxious and demanding,
the worst.
And arrogant.
Worst.
And they demand one thing, they get it, they're not happy with it, and it's just... I feel like FromSoft just did an amazing product with that, and I just feel like it's cool to see that for a lot of long-term fans of that franchise that probably never... It's like, imagine if Capcom actually gave you like an MMO Monster Hunter.
Dude, this is honestly everything you're saying is what World did.
Yeah,
honestly.
I mean,
like being a fan from World, from Try, like World, it's because where we are now, we're like used to it. But like, if I could just take you for if I could give you 1 milliliter of Sam's energy when they announced World, and I realized it was real, like that was it. Like, holy shit. Because I mean, I started Monster Hunter on Nintendo, so like hardware limits already like mid-tier, because that's just how Nintendo works. So my favorite game of all time has just always been hardware bound because it's Monster Hunter. I mean, because it's Nintendo. So I played Try, 3U, Gen, like 4U. It's all Nintendo shit. And we all know how Nintendo is the hardware. That's just how they are. So they announced World, and it wasn't Nintendo at all. PS4, Xbox, online, beautiful. Like, that's what Elden Ring is to a lot of the FromSoft community fans and stuff, is exactly what World was for me when it was announced. So like, that's what I'm saying. I get it. I totally understand how people love Elden Ring. Like, I totally get it, because that's exactly where I was with World. I was just like, holy shit, this is everything like, I wanted. Aside from it not being an MMO, that's basically the only thing left. This is like the dreams in my head. It's real now. They can make it now. And like, same thing we were saying, like, we're at that point where the technology isn't the limit anymore. It's just time and imagination. And like, that's what World was. And I was just like, holy shit, they put the time and they thought of it, and this is like it. And that's exactly what Elden Ring is. And it's cool. It's awesome. Like, the game, I'm gonna say, make jokes and say the game fucking sucks and it's shitty or whatever, but like, it's a good game. Yeah, like I totally understand. It's just a game that's not for me. And it's kind of their fault because they made Sekiro. If they never made Sekiro, I probably would like this game. I don't know if I'd play it as hard as I did back then playing Dark Souls 1 and 3 and stuff, but I like it more than I do now. But they made like the perfect experience for me, for Hotsammysliz, for Samuel. They made the perfect experience, and then they haven't made it again. And I was just like, this is not that. I knew it wasn't going to be that, but I just wanted that. I don't want my Seki. I might replay it. I might have to replay it.
You should.
Yeah, it's good. There we go. See, I mean, that was last week. That was my Elden Ring experience for last week. Yeah, I mean, we got a handful of stuff. I guess we could do some news related things. Get those out of the way. What's a few news things that happened? Like, again, it's been 2 weeks. We want to.
There's one thing that I'm completely unaware of that maybe you can bring some insight on, because I'm not a Twitch partner. What is going on with Twitch and?
Oh shit! I forgot to look up more into that. So did they confirm it, or did they just announce a possibility? Let me double check real quick. So they were talking about like the it wasn't confirmed, but they were considering changes to its partner program, which I stream and I'm Twitch partner, which is a few years ago. But it's not like my main bread and butter. Like, it's not how I make my living. So these kind of changes, like, I keep my ear to the ground kind of thing, but it's not like detrimental as it could be for a lot of other people, as it is for a lot of other people who do live off of this. Like, but generally, and I don't even know, maybe this is like NDA or whatever. Like, I don't read that shit, but like, most partners on Twitch get a 50-50 split from their subs. So a sub is $250, a sub is $5. The streamer will get $250. And same thing up to, from the tier 2 and 3. Tier 2 is, I don't remember how much tier 2 is, but
like 15 and then 30 or something.
Yeah. So, the streamer gets half. But there are certain partners that have different criterias and get different splits. Like I'm sure like super huge partners get like a higher revenue count. So somebody like, well, I don't know, Ninja, he's probably not, his thing's been weird, but like, you know, like a Dr. Disrespect or like Summit or something like that. Like they probably get, Asmongold, they probably get like a 70% split or something like that.
Oh, Asmongold definitely gets a bigger cut. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone who's like on the top of the top
gets that bigger cut.
Yeah.
So Twitch was considering changing that split for, I guess, everybody to go from 70%, which some people get, the big dogs get, down to 50. And most partners who were, you know, just whatever, run of the mill, which I guess is kind of weird because they got the partner thing, but like myself included, have 50. So I saw it and I was like, all right, well, I already get 50, like whatever.
Yeah.
I was
so it impacts more the top dogs.
Yeah. I mean, and they were doing more of like more stuff for like ads and like new tier systems and no more exclusivity, which is kind of cool because a lot of people don't talk about that, but there is an exclusivity thing where if you're a partner, you can't put that same content on another platform. People do it because nobody's fucking following up on it, but like like
you can't double stream too, right?
Yeah. As a partner, you're not supposed to double stream your content to multiple different platforms.
But so could you like download your VOD of your stream on Twitch and then upload that on YouTube?
Yeah, like you can upload that as a VOD or something, but like as far as the live content.
You can't technically have the live Twitch content somewhere else live.
Yeah, at the same time.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But a lot of people don't. I mean, there's so many fucking people on the internet, like they can't enforce that, especially when it's like if somebody like me who fucking has 20 fucking viewers or some shit, like it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
But again, for whenever these things come out, it's always about the big dogs, right? And this is not a woe is me, small little fucking like
no, it's just putting it in perspective.
Yeah. Like like I'm the small guy, I need it. Like I don't care. Like that's how money works. Like
but
the big
I mean,
dogs pull the money.
When you say it, when you put it this way, it kind of seems like they're trying to make things a bit more fairer for everyone on the platform. Because at first I thought that they were just trying to undercut everybody.
Yes,
like that's what everyone made me think on Twitter when they were talking about it.
No.
But it seems like they're trying to streamline things so that it's more fair for everyone. Because Twitch already shows intense favoritism towards the really big streamers. So if they're going to try to like reduce that, I think in the long run that's better.
Yeah, you know? And they have the stuff for like more incentives for ads and like, I mean, say whatever you want about ads and stuff, like, yeah, I don't fucking love them either, but like Twitch is a fucking red. Like they're not making money off of Twitch as a whole. Like, so like I get it. Like I'm never mad at somebody doing ads. It's for me, it's usually the method and how they do it. But I especially, and depending on the service too, like Twitch, I get it, man. It fucking sucks and it's annoying and I hate seeing them. And I might just close the site when I see one, but I get it because if you pull in the numbers, like I haven't looked them up because I didn't know we were going to get on this part of the conversation. But like, you pull up the amount of people that stream right on Twitch, and the amount of bandwidth that costs, compared to the amount of bandwidth that's being used that they're making money back from, like the Twitch shouldn't even exist anymore. Like they should be in the red and out, like bankrupt. So like
that, I mean, it makes sense that they really tried so hard for a long time to make as much money from the big dogs as possible.
Yeah,
like that, it makes sense. But I think it's not sustainable because
no, it's not.
If you keep doing that, then how are other people going to get to that level?
Yeah,
like you're not, because the way the system was before is basically the rich get richer and the poor just stay poor.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where like we're getting to the point where these big dogs are getting older and they're like I've made all this money. I'm done.
Yeah.
So like they got all their money, and Twitch is just like, if the top 100, 200 big dogs on Twitch just fucking left.
Yeah.
Those people are fine, and Twitch is fucked. Right? Like, real bad.
Dude, Asmongold don't have to stream no more if you don't want to.
No.
Like,
for a long time. I mean, he stopped streaming for a really long time.
Yeah,
didn't he?
And he living at home too. He's saving up all that dough. Yeah. So it's like he don't got to do shit no more.
Yeah.
Like,
so I get it. And ads are always annoying, but in some situations they just got to exist. That's the world we live in now.
Listen,
it is what it is.
Use ad blocker, Sam.
Yeah. And I don't fault anybody for using it or not using it.
But you also have YouTube Premium, right?
Yeah, I do.
So that means even with ad blocker, if you look at, let's say, my videos, I'm still
that's the thing. Like, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like pick your battles, right? Like, like there's some things where I'll put my hook on. I'll get the parrot on my shoulder and find a way to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But there's things that I use like every fucking day. It's like, I'll just pay for it, dude. Like, I'm in a fortunate enough situation where I can afford to do this. So like, I literally use YouTube every single day. Like every day.
That's why I got Premium. Yeah, because it's like
use it every day.
Even if I do use ad blocker, but it's like I don't have ad blocker on my phone. That's one thing. And then another thing is basically like I don't know. I feel like it's more of a hassle to use ad blocker, especially now, because if you go to some sites, if you're looking for news, they'll see that you're using ad blocker and they'll tell you, hey, we see that you're using that. Can you stop using it?
Yeah.
Like, it is annoying.
Yeah. So like, I get it, but I'm never the one, like, I know there's a lot of people, especially on YouTube, who are like, if you use ad blocker, fuck you. And fuck your life. And fuck your family.
Oh my God.
Like, relax, man.
I mean, I get why, because especially now, the ads are a lot more egregious now.
Yeah.
Like, it's
I mean, I told you about when we talked about last pod, when I was fucking breaking down trying to fix my mental health, and I just got fucking hit with ads, and it's like, all right, dude, like,
that's
come
what I'm
on.
saying. Like, I go to sleep to like videos are like 9 hours. And the ads just be playing. And the ads, sometimes the volume on the ads be so much louder than the actual video.
Oh my God.
So it's like,
out of you.
When I was watching Dave, the first time I tried to watch Dave, I was with
Dave
Kevin,
Chappelle?
and he was like, no, the show Dave, like Lil Dicky, his show.
Oh, Dave.
It's on FX. Like, he was showing it, and we were watching it on his iPad. He was like, I'll just pull it up. And we watched, like, it was like one episode, and we got like 5 or 10 minutes in, and then it was like 5 minutes.
5 minutes of straight ads.
Depression medicine ads, like the most opposite energy of the show. And I was just like, dude, I can't fucking do this. I can't do this. I'm pirating the show right now. Like, sorry, Dickie. Sorry, Dave Bird. I'm stealing your fucking show because this is insane.
I can't do this.
Yeah, it's like, this is fucking me up. This is like a funny show. I'm laughing, haha, cool. And if you're experiencing mental issues, you might not want to take this because you might have diarrhea and your insides might come out your nose. Like, no, dude, like, fucking,
here are 5 signs that you're addicted to depression.
Yeah. Yeah, like, it was fucked up. I was like, yeah, I can't do this. Like, that's the kind of shit where I'm like, no, sorry, please, just give me a Coca-Cola ad and keep it moving. Please. Like,
Coca-Cola with the Coke in it.
Yeah, dude, please. I don't care. Give me a Pusha T ad of him
give me that
about
Coke, nigga. Give me that fucking Coke.
Like, something. But yeah.
No, can we talk about, that's funny because Elon Musk buying Twitter, who I thought his name, I used to think his last name was Elon Musk, but like, him buying Twitter strangely doesn't bother me that much.
Yeah, like, I mean, we could talk about that. That's right. Twitch, Twitter, always related. So yeah, Elon Musk is buying Twitter, and as always, Twitter has their version of opinions and whatever how they feel about Elon Musk. I don't know. I'm pretty detached to it as a whole because like I know where I am in life and where I want to be. And there's just tax brackets that just aren't for my vernacular. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever the fuck Elon Musk is doing, what am I going to do? I don't have the aspirations to be there. I'm not in the position to be there. Whatever they're doing up there, and then they're fucking high mountain, high clouds, big $1 billion budget.
Yeah.
Go ahead, dude. Like, whatever, man.
I think the thing is, like, I think there's a lot of people on Twitter that feel like he because he says he's standing for freedom of speech. A lot of people try to find a hole in what he's saying, and that, oh yeah, you're for freedom of speech, but this one time you shut someone up from Tesla for saying this or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and it's like, so that's like, probably true, and like, sure, I'm sure that's fucked up or whatever, but it's like people get muted, and this is by no means a pass for him doing that. Like, that is fucked. If somebody leaves a review and it's negative, like, that should be there.
Yeah.
But it's also like, I don't know, man. He's another dude in the world that exists with a lot of fucking money. He's not going to fix my problems. And I'm sure he's going to create problems for other people. Like, I don't know, dude. These politicians do the same fucking thing, and I don't know their names, so I don't talk about it.
I personally don't feel like he's going to fuck up Twitter that much, considering how much he likes the platform himself. I don't really see that happening, at least not in the near future.
Yeah, I don't see that happening either.
I just feel like a lot of people are worrying too much. One, because he is a trillionaire. People already don't like that. You know, if you're rich, poor people don't like you if you're rich. Like, that's just how it is. You know, so it's like, no matter how relatable you can try to be to us,
it's
like a lot of us just ain't gonna like you. You know, so it's like, personally, I don't see this as a big deal. I think Twitter's gonna be okay. He might implement some experimental things here and there that might not work, but that's nothing that Twitter hasn't already done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's stuff that they always do. And that's the thing. It's like, Elon Musk is buying Twitter. It's like, you realize Elon Musk is an entity, right? Like, yes, that's his name, but Elon Musk is an entity. It's not just one singular man. Like, I'm sure, obviously, he says things and things happen and stuff, but like, it's a whole team. Elon Musk is a team. Any big $1 billion rich person's name is a team, right? Like, if Elon Musk died tomorrow, it's not just his life that's fucked up, right? It's thousands to hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people's lives who are getting like drastically affected if he was just no longer doing shit. So that same thing weighs when you buy Twitter. Like, it's not like, it's just me and like, that's it. And that I'm the only one that's affected. Like, there's way more that goes into it. And that's where I'm looking at it from. And it's like, bro, I'm just not there. You know, I don't know what that means. I don't know like, he bought Twitter. Oh, okay, dude. Like, I bought a sandwich yesterday.
Yeah,
like, I don't know. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel on it. Like, he bought Twitter. Like, we're just gonna see what happens. Whatever. Just keep using Twitter. It's like, it's not that big of a deal, motherfucker. Like
we're gonna keep using it until we don't like using it anymore. Hence Tumblr.
Yeah, act like he gonna buy this shit and then act like if I say nigga, he's gonna block me. He's gonna shadow ban me if I say nigga.
Yeah.
Like, come on, it's not that serious. Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. You know,
we'll see.
Time will tell, of course. But like, I don't know. It's there's nothing for me to even really think about. Like, I don't know what he's gonna do. Who knows? Yeah. So yeah, that covered that as well too. News stuff. What else happened? We got they announced some Sonic. We have to talk Sonic news, of course, as the Sonic fans we are.
What did they announce?
So they announced, they mentioned it actually a while ago. They had like the Sonic anniversary thing, and they mentioned it initially back then, Sonic Origins, which is going to have all the Sonic games. Not all the Sonic games. The early classic Sonic games. So 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles, and Sonic CD in like a bundle, like a package thing.
For what platform?
Everything.
For all platforms. So Steam, PC, Switch, whatever. they announced that a while ago, right? So just recently they announced more about it as far as release date and deluxe versions and all that kind of stuff. And it was this weird ass fucking chart of like the main game and then let me see if I can find it. Sonic Origins.
I mean, if you
so it was like the main game and then like some DLC, but then like pre-order stuff and then the deluxe version, and it was just real fucking weird on how they described how you could buy it. And it's like, this is awesome, right? People have wanted the classic. I mean, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, outside of it being on Steam, hasn't been re-released in like over a decade or something like that. So it was like, this is awesome. Like we're gonna fucking get these games again. And then here it is. And then they show this, and it's like, all right, so there's standard edition, and then there's a start dash pack, and then more DLC, and then another DLC, and then there's pre-order stuff. And if I get the deluxe, I can't get everything. And it's just real fucking weird. It's like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Just give me the game and a deluxe version, I guess. And it was just real weird. And they ended up, well, somebody on Twitter made like a more condensed version that made sense. And it's like, there's basically pre-order, standard, and deluxe. And like, that was kind of it. But it's just like, come on, Sega. Like, this is like the thing. And it looks really good. Like they're adding like an anniversary mode that's like widescreen. So like you'll have your 4:3 version of the game. And then you'll also have your 16:9 version, which that hasn't existed, I guess, officially for these games ever. Like an official 16:9 resolution of, Sonic 1 through CD, which is pretty cool.
Well, the problem with shit like this is that it comes from executives that try to squeeze as much money or as much profit from consumers as possible. So this is why the shit doesn't make sense, and it seems anti-consumer, because it is anti-consumer. Because it's like, I get the whole business model of having different editions, but it's like, I think it's pretty standard at this point for the most expensive edition to just have everything on it.
Yeah.
Like, how are you just not gonna have everything on the most expensive fucking edition? Yeah. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
And that's the thing that's so bittersweet about it, is that there's the standard version, which is 40, and then the deluxe edition is 45. So it's not even like a crazy jump.
It's like, a $5 difference, and you're not even getting like everything.
Which is reasonable. It's like, oh, dude, if it's $5, I'll just get the deluxe. And then you look at it and you're like, what the fuck am I looking at? What am I getting here? What am I getting?
Dumb,
yeah, it's weird. It's weird because the game itself looks like it's going to be awesome. I'm sure I'll get it, if not day one, at some point when it goes on sale. Because it's Sonic. I literally have every Sonic game on Steam. Unfortunately, I have every single Sonic game on Steam.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, well, if that's not on Steam, but if it was, I probably would have.
That ain't coming to nothing no more.
But I do have Sonic Forces on Steam. Somehow.
I'm pretty sure they probably burned all the files for that game. Shadow? That's not on nothing.
It's not on Steam. That's only on PS2 and GameCube.
Yeah, that's kind of weird though. Like,
it's only on those two. But yeah, I mean, like, so I'm sure I'll get it at some point too. But what is also kind of bittersweet is, they're taking all the games that are bundled in this off of other places where they are, except for like Switch Online.
They're delisting them.
Yeah, they're delisting them, which kind of sucks because you can get all these games cheaper than what they're selling this package for.
Sonic 1 was like $2.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all like you can get everything in this pack for like $20 when they're charging. I
understand
like
trying to make a game less accessible. Like, I just don't. Like, why would you?
Money. Laura. Money. Because we know Sonic 2 just came out, and now you're feeling nostalgic. So now we're going to throw Sonic 3 and Knuckles in your face. That's right. And then we're going to delist other games.
And we're putting Knuckles in all the games. Never got that before. Now you're hyped.
And you see me roll my eyes to the back of my skull. Like, oh my god.
That's how it be in the fucking office, son. It'd be like, yo, Sonic 2 just came out. We got Knuckles. He's popular. Let's put him in everything.
Yep.
You know? And delist the original games because they were too cheap. So now they're going to have to buy this new edition of this game. So,
and that is just the duality of being a gamer. Do you want to be woke and think about the business practices behind them, or do you want to be excited and play Sonic and Knuckles in every game?
You can be both.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm
woke, but I also know I want this game, so I'm gonna buy it.
Like, that kind of bullshit is like sobering me up right now. It's so bad. Like, what? Damn.
But yeah, that's Sonic Origins. I mean, I think it's pretty cool, the fact that we're getting a 16:9. Oh, and they have this anniversary version that like kind of modernizes the game, which is cool. I mean, I get it. Like your old
What does it do exactly?
So instead of like lives, you get like these coins that are just kind of like lives throughout the game, throughout the whole game kind of stuff. So there's not like a game over, right? You have like checkpoints and shit. Because in classic Sonic, you lose all your lives, you start all over again.
Yeah, you start all over. Yeah.
Yeah. So it kind of deals with that not being a thing because a lot of people don't want to deal with that kind of shit anymore.
So it's called casual mode, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could call it that. But it's like one of those things where like if you're good at Sonic, you're never going to need it anyway. And if you're good at Sonic, you want to see what it looks like in this mode. So like lives aren't really an issue if you've played Sonic before.
Yeah. I'm not even good at Sonic no more, bro. Like
I'm probably not either. I don't know when's the last time I played a Sonic game.
I'm not good at Sonic no more.
Hey, I 100% all campaigns of 06. I must not be too bad.
Oh my god.
You know what? Listen here. That's a different type of game. That's a different type of game, first of all. Like,
oh god,
it's just not even complete. Game's not even complete.
100%ed that game.
Yo.
Yeah, all three campaigns with Sonic, Shadow, and Silver.
Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Because the fucking pre-rendered cinematic told me this game was sick, and I wanted to play.
Yeah,
and
but
then,
you played it. Like the cinematic was one thing, but like you played it.
Yeah, but I was like 14 too. Like my game standards were like super low.
I mean, I
remember I was excited about that game, and then I like started to play it, and my body was so confused because I was like dude, this is crazy. This is like 3D Sonic. Well, I'm like not having fun. What?
I didn't have game knowledge enough to recognize what made a bad game, so I just thought this game was like clunky at worst. But like I didn't know. It's like I didn't know until I went to college.
Was that your first Sonic game?
Probably. No, Shadow was.
It's
yeah,
dude,
that makes sense.
That's so wild to hear because as someone who was playing Sega Genesis at like 2 years old,
Same.
It's like you telling me you started with Shadow. It's like what the fuck?
Yeah, that's
like I got introduced to Sonic through Sonic X growing up, the show.
Oh, the show. Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I never think of like people getting introduced to Sonic not through a video game because he's a video game player. But he's had pretty good success with TV shows.
That's how my sister got into Sonic, actually.
Yeah, I love Sonic X. That was so good.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the Steve Urkel Sonic. Like, I have like all. Well, my mom does, but like, my mom is like all those on VHS. Like, I used to watch those all the time.
That's no good.
But yeah, that's no good. Yeah, like, yeah, I used to watch that a lot, and I feel like Sonic doesn't get his credit, man, for TV shows, right? Like,
he don't.
Look at Mario.
No,
what TV shows he got?
Even Sonic Boom was fucking funny as fuck.
Yeah, like it was a pretty. Like, and that's the thing. That's another thing. He gets these like bad raps, right? Like the game was garbage, so people just wrote the show off. The show was pretty good.
Isn't there a show where he plays music or some shit?
Sonic Underground?
Oh, that's another one.
Yeah. He was in a band.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
Sonic Underground.
I was watching that too sometimes.
He's had a lot of pretty good media outside of like games. And I don't think about that because I've known him since I was fucking 3 or whatever.
Well, I think I always knew somehow that he was related to games because my cousin, like almost like a brother to me, he's a little bit older and he was always into Sonic. But it's funny because every time we talk about Sonic, he's like, "Man, I'm still waiting for a fucking like good game of Sonic. It's been forever."
That if you know a Sonic fan, that's what they're gonna say. Yeah. That's how you can tell if somebody's a Sonic fan. Because they're still waiting for
really
a good game.
long, bro. Like it's been long as shit.
Yeah, like a good original, like Sega developed Sonic game. Because like Mania was a fluke. That was a fan game. It was amazing, but it was a fan game.
I don't understand. I don't get why they don't apply what they did with Sonic Advance 1, 2, and 3 and just make a really good 2.5D Sonic game on every platform. Like, why the fuck has that not been a thing?
They gotta big budget it out, man. We gotta get open world. Fuck.
Oh, open world
Sonic. I don't need that.
Sonic Frontiers, bro.
I'm already tired.
You don't understand. Like, that game's gonna be fire, man. You gotta give it some hope.
Look,
man.
I've learned my lesson, okay? This podcast, I've learned my lesson. You remember everything I said about Rise and where I'm at now? I've learned my fucking lesson, all right?
Were you hyped about Rise on the podcast?
I know that was before you were here, Laura, but me and Tom were out here singing praises like it was fucking sliced bread. Yeah. And now, you know, we are where we are. Tom has essentially left the pod, and I don't even talk about Rise anymore. So look what that game did. Look at what that game did. Emotional damage. Yeah. So that's where. Yeah. So I'm not saying it. You know what? You could be in that position with Sonic Frontiers, Mike. You can hold that one. All right, because I'm not saying it.
I got hope, man. I'm holding out hope. Like, I feel like
Sonic cycle.
You're
stuck in the spin cycle. No, you're stuck in the Sonic spin dash cycle. Yes, you are.
Listen, it's been too long. They got too much to ride on now. They got the movie franchise now. Like, you got to make this game good. Come on. Like,
we'll see. We will see.
It's like a map open world Sonic. You get to run anywhere you want. You go real fast, and then you got
exactly.
He said no.
See, you have to think about that. You're running real fucking fast in an open world. So there's 8. If it's an open world, there's something every fucking 2 steps. So you're never running fast. You're just skirt, just trying to fucking get everything every fucking 2 seconds.
No, they got to do it just right. Like, you know.
Oh, okay, because they've done that since, you know, Sonic Adventure 2.
They haven't, but you know, I have faith. Damn, Yuji Hoari's not there no more. I mean, not Yuji Hoari. That's Dragon Quest. I mean, Yuji Naka. Yeah, Yuji Naka's not there no more. So I don't know.
Yeah. But though I think the last bit of news, which is, I mean, it's a little. Oh wait, no, never mind. We got 2 more things, and you wrote this down. And you might know more about it than I do. It's pretty much of a hot topic anyway. The trial, the Depp Heard trial.
Oh my god!
I see random clips on Twitter. It just looks like a comedy. I'm like, what's going on here? And I'm sure there's way more to unpack. But I don't know. You got this one.
Yeah, part of me is like amazed at how people are surprised about all the evidence that are brought forward against Heard, because that shit has been public for years, man. Like, voice calls and stuff of her like admitting to hitting him and being violent and abusive and stuff. Like, that's been public for years, man. And her team of lawyers, or her legal team, are really fucking funny and embarrassing to look at. Like, the way they ask questions and shit, and oh my god, what a bunch of morons. Like,
yeah, I've seen clips where it's just like, so you said you, like, I'm just making an example of just like, so you said you went to the store on Tuesday. Johnny Depp's like, yes, I said that. Are you So you're saying you went to the store on Tuesday? Yes, I said that. Okay, so can you confirm that you went to the store on Tuesday?
Yeah, for the fourth time.
Yes, for the fourth time. Well, we just want to double check and make sure that we have this written down correctly. Would you like me to say yes again for a fourth time?
Dude, Johnny Depp's so sassy. I love him. He's so sassy. Like, man, it's just... Dude, there's even a time where, like, the guy asked a question, and then he's answering, and then he says, hearsay. And then the judge, like, but you asked a question. Like, are you a dumbass?
Yeah, it's a fucking... The clips I see are just, like, hilarious. It looks like it's not real, actually.
Almost every day on Twitter, the only good moment I have on Twitter lately is just, like, every day there's a, like, 2-minute clips of, like, part 2, 3, or 4 of funny moments of that. And it's just funny clips of the court trial with the Wii music on top, and it's perfect. Perfect, man.
Yo, the Wii Shop song is just too powerful, man. It's way too fucking powerful. Like, I don't know how it's that strong to, like,
it's so good, man.
You put it on anything. It's like hot sauce. You put that shit on anything.
No.
Oh,
you mean no, Laura? Damn. You don't do hot sauce?
No,
bro. You're weak.
Come on.
No.
Nah.
It's like hot sauce.
What's wrong with you, Laura?
I'm white. That's what's wrong.
Fix it. Fix yourself.
Fix it. No, don't fix it, please. We got enough of that happening. Please stay who you are, please.
Yeah. I'm cool with my little vanilla. It's cool.
That's that was just something I know you mentioned, and I've been seeing little clips of that on Twitter, and it's pretty funny. And like, in reality, it's like, I'm sure the actual situation, it's a bit of both on everything, and it's a whole fucking shit fest.
Mostly like, her.
Yeah. So, like, it's, you know, the comeuppance kind of thing is cool to see, but, like, as far as, like, actually dealing with all that, just like Elon Musk, way out of my range, way out of my wheelhouse. I'm cool, man.
Look, he's even implicated in this case, I think, because he dated her. I'm pretty sure Elon Musk dated Amber Heard, and I feel like I saw on Twitter. There's a photo of them walking together, hand by hand, and he has, like, bruises on his face.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
was this before or after he got his hair back?
This is a girl for you, Mike. You gotta find Amber Heard.
No, chill out, bro. Nah, that's too toxic. That's too much. She shot on the bed, bro. No.
Yeah, whoa.
No. I would have threw that shit in her face. Like, nah, get out of here, son.
I didn't see it, but I heard somebody like, yeah, she shit on the bed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna piss on your drying towel.
You
like,
as a grown woman.
No,
that's not.
You as a grown woman. Oh shit! Nah, she beat his ass.
There's something wrong.
That's crazy.
Wait, let me see.
That's crazy.
Yo.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
You don't want to.
Yeah.
Yo, there's something wrong with her.
I'm not sure if he's testifying in the court trial, but I know
she's not even hot enough to be that crazy.
Yeah, no.
That's the thing. Like,
you can see the crazy in their eyes. You can see it.
Of course.
You can see it.
Yeah, you can see that shit.
You can always see it in there. Just look
crazy
at their
motherfuckers, huh?
You
can see it.
Yes, you can. Look at her fucking face.
You can look at her eyes. You can see it. They're the souls. They're the windows to the soul.
Look at that shit.
You can see it.
If she look like you say something wrong to her, she'll ruin your whole life.
You can see it in the eyes.
She way past Karen at this point. Fucking.
Yeah, you look at this pod. You look at all three of them, our three sets of our eyes. You can see depression. You can see it. You can see it. It's not hard to. You just look at the eyes. It's not hard. You can see the crazy in her eyes. It's right there.
Yeah,
it's easy to see. Didn't like that. he didn't like me staring into the webcam. He didn't like that.
Stop looking at me like that.
He saw the person. He's like, man, I saw myself. Didn't like it.
Yo, chill out, son. Stop looking at me like that.
Oh man.
But yeah, I really hope. I mean, he's got to win, but like,
yeah, I mean, it's
crossed,
obvious, right? Like,
yeah.
And the last little bit of news, extremely light, but you know, brightens my day up. It is apparently Tifa week because Tifa was apparently born on May 3rd, 1987. So the whole week before her birthday, the Twitter Tifa community has just been going crazy. So much
1987.
Yeah, she's the same age as Heather.
What? Tifa online community? What?
Yes.
So wait. Was her character born, or was she born in a universe in 1987?
Well, I mean, like in the games, that's when she was born.
Really?
Yeah.
So FF
she's 20
is actually in 1990 something.
Yeah. She's 20 in FF7.
Oh.
Yeah. So like the week before. Yeah, during the games, yeah, during the main game, she's 20. So like the whole week before her birthday, the community's been like showing like they've been doing a bunch of different art and like they do 3D modeling and cosplays and all this kind of stuff. And it's been awesome just seeing all this fucking awesome ass Tifa art. I just opened up Twitter and it's like Tifa week, day 3 fashion. She's got some cool ass streetwear on. You walk around with Aerith or with Cloud. Cool. That's been my little beacon of social media as of late. And I was like, what the fuck is Tifa week? For like 3 days, I was like, what does that mean? What the hell does that mean? And then I saw like the birthday and I was like, oh, it's a week before that. So it's pretty cool. I've been seeing a lot of cool Tifa art, and it's actually been all safe for work stuff too. I haven't seen anything crazy like raunchy out of there. It's just her in really cool outfits doing awesome badass.
I reminds me of these girls I know that celebrate their whole birthday for a whole fucking week.
Oh nah. Relax with that. Relax with that. Nah. I hate that shit, man. I hate that shit, man. I didn't catch that.
What?
My birthday week? What?
Birthday week. You might even catch a birthday month. The whole month is mine.
Who does that?
You'd be surprised.
I do whatever I want because it's my birthday month.
Yeah. I get a whole month because it's my birthday. I do what I want. I get everything I want every day. Yeah, do something for me every day.
No, real shit. You can kiss my ass every day of the month if you want.
That's real shit.
Like,
yeah,
what?
it's fucked up. Even more reason why Tifa week's great. Don't have to do anything because she's not real.
You just enjoy whatever's provided.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I mean that we can look. It's Segway King. I can audible. I can throw it down the field. I can run it through however we want to segue right now. We can go into Twitter to social media. We can go from Tifa to 3D print. I mean, whichever way y'all want to go, left or right.
Oh man, I don't know, Mike. Put down your phone.
Yeah.
I was about to ask you to pick one of the topics, and then I saw your fucking phone at the bottom of the screen. Fuck off.
I like it. I love to see it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you orchestrate a nice something put together, and then it just falls into place. You know what I'm saying? It just falls right into place.
It's happening right now, boy. Focus.
Yeah. So what you want to talk about, Mike? You want 3D printing, or we going to talk about how Twitter is fake?
Getting sick of your shit, Laura. That's what I'm talking about.
You want to talk about Twitter?
Yeah. Twitter first. Yeah.
I was like, what question is that? It's for fucking Mike.
Yeah, let's go.
So, there were a few things. I guess for me recently, I've been posting a couple things with like Monster Hunter and Steam Deck stuff because I got my Steam Deck. Have we potted since I got my Steam Deck?
Yes.
No.
We did. No, we did. Yes, we potted the day you got it.
The day I got it. Yeah.
So we did. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Because I was like, have I not talked about that yet? But yeah, we did.
Whoops.
So I put, I've been messing with it, putting Monster Hunter emulators and downloading the games and all that stuff. I've been showing pictures of it.
Your tweet popped off, bro.
Yeah, they've been going crazy. Like they really like Monster Hunter and on the Steam Deck, which is cool. But it's also one of those things where it's like, all right, this is cool, but it's not real. Like none of it really fucking matters. Like it's awesome. I posted a picture of me having Portable Third on my Steam Deck and they got fucking 2K likes or whatever. I post all the Monster Hunter games on my Steam Deck, fucking 3K likes. Cool. It's all just a bunch of numbers. I mean, there's ways to leverage it, right? But for me, in my case, like, what is there to do? Like, hey, I got Monster Hunter on my Steam Deck. This is cool because I really like playing Monster Hunter. Listen to my podcast. Nobody fucking cares.
No. Listen. Some of them do care.
Look, so the Portable Third one, like, I don't know how much I got, like 1.5 or 2K or whatever. Like, all right, cool. I'm never like gonna be.
Did you put the pot under it?
I did. You know
how many people liked it?
Everybody who already listens to the podcast.
All right, listen. Just because they didn't like it doesn't mean they didn't check it out.
I didn't see a spike.
It takes time. Laura, stop making them faces. I'm getting sick of your faces. I'm getting sick of your faces in the corner, son. I'm getting sick of your shit. You're very expressive, and I'm the one who's expressive here. All right? You better calm down with that shit. So
you sound fragile a little bit right now.
So, look. Listen.
Huh?
Look at Sam with the water. Yo.
Bitch, you wanna come at me? Let's go.
Yo, no, look. Whenever a tweet pops off, sometimes you don't have to always do it because I don't always do it. Most of the time I don't even do it. Yeah, but I mean, sometimes throw it in there. See how it works.
Yeah, I did it on the Portable Third one. I didn't do it on the all Monster Hunter one.
Yeah, but I mean,
but look, I'll be honest here because I think we try to have a pretty transparent podcast. I'm not gonna sit here and act like the endorphins weren't popping off, right? Like, let's be honest.
Of course. Yeah,
I was like, does. Oh shit. I was like, all right, cool. Nobody's gonna like this. 20 likes or whatever. And I look back. Oh shit, 600. Wow, that's crazy. And then I come back again. Oh shit, like a 1,500. Whoa, that's crazy. Then the next day, oh my god, it's at 3,000. And it's like, that's cool. But like on now May 1st, 2022. Cool. I hope they'll listen to the podcast. Maybe. I mean, I got it right in my bio. That's actually the only thing in my bio is this pod. Nothing else. So like, I mean, cool.
I mean, for me, like, you saw that picture of the Dalamater armor, the female armor I posted.
Yeah.
And I said, Capcom, I really need this. So I was posting a lot of shit that wasn't Monster Hunter, and I was losing subs. I mean, not subs. I was losing followers. Right? So I gained a lot of followers for making a tweet about people unfollowing me for not saying Monster Hunter shit. It doesn't make sense. Got mad followers, and then over the course of a week, most of them left.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's the easiest. I don't know about the easiest. One of the easiest communities to manipulate on Twitter. All you have to, the formula is easy, and I probably shouldn't give this away for free. It's extremely easy. You talk about something that happened before they played the game, and you put the word Monster Hunter in the tweet. Send. Add an image, video, stonks it up even more. That's it.
I mean,
you'll get 8 billion likes.
That's I looked I looked at my gallery and said, "Oh shit! I pictured the Dalamer, whatever the fuck, snake armor.
Yeah.
And I said, yo, I want this shit back. So I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna post it and be like, yo, Capcom, yo, on some real shit. On some real shit, I want this shit back. Shit blew up.
And I was talking to Cups about the same thing. And he was like,
he did the same shit.
You tweet capes. Oh man, I miss capes in Monster Hunter. Fuck 2K life.
Low enough.
It's the easiest shit ever.
Easy
It's the
money.
easiest thing ever.
easy farming.
But it's like, what does it do? Again, like, they gonna?
Okay, it can get you followers, but the thing is, like, you gotta.
They're only there for Monster Hunter.
No, you got. That's you know what. Now we plotted. Because that's my problem. I can't talk about shit else. Yeah. Like, I talk about anything else is maybe like a good 20, 30 people at most. Otherwise, no one gives a fuck. And if I post a lot of things that's not Monster Hunter, and in the course of they're gone. Like,
and that's why I don't put much stock in when those things happen. Because it's like, oh, this is cool, but like they don't actually give a fuck about what I'm doing.
No.
Like, I'll post, oh, here's every Monster Hunter on Steam Deck, and then post 10 I'm fucking breaking down as a human being tweets. Nothing. Like, doesn't fucking matter. Like, it doesn't matter. So it's like, it's cool, it's funny, but like, you know, the tweets that like actually matter, you know, when I was talking about this whole fucking 3D printing shit and I was fucking falling apart as a human being trying to figure out how to make this shit work, only people that replied were the people who I actually already know, which is awesome. I'm fortunate enough to have a handful of people who somewhat give a fuck about what's going on, and that's awesome. But like, not a single person from all those fucking big ass tweets I had give a shit about that stuff. So it's like, whatever, dude. Like, this is cool, you know, but like, I'm not putting stock in it.
I also think I post a lot of things that like that a lot of Monster Hunter fans don't resonate with, because I post a lot of like New York shit. Like, that's why you're laughing. That's why you're laughing right now. You know, because I'm not the typical Monster Hunter fan. Like, I like a lot of raunchy shit.
Yes.
And a lot of these Monster Hunter fans like,
what? Raunchy?
Raunchy. You know, kind of like,
that's a normal English word. That's not like,
I don't know.
It's like abrasive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a lot of abrasive stuff, you know, and like I'll post like some motherfucker getting there, like the dude who was eating lunch at the table, and the dude came and smacked on the head with the fucking nobody liked that shit, but that shit was funny as fuck. Yeah. But no one liked that shit.
It's not like, there's not a crossover, man. The crossover is not there. The crossover is not there.
Unfortunately.
And see what's what I'm saying? It's because we're potting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, the language. There's a language barrier there, Mike.
Yes.
Between Monster Hunter and all the other shit you tweet.
Yeah.
And there's like 6 other people that understand it, and me and John are like 2 of them. People just don't understand what you're talking about. You'll be talking about fucking Perfect Rush and this fucking like flower fashion set is awesome, and then 3 other tweets you're quoting somebody saying, yo, this nigga just got punched in the face. Like, the same community's not gonna interact with that. Like, it's just not, the crossover is just not there.
I know. Yeah, it's not there.
It's just not there.
Damn.
But the language, maybe we could be that gap.
Yeah.
Maybe the PVC pod can be that gap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe we could bridge that. And it was funny. I was listening to I think some J. Cole, maybe it was Pusha, in the car when Heather and I we went to Philly this last weekend for my friend's birthday party. And we're just listening. Because I mostly listen to hip hop when I'm not streaming. That's all I really listen to. And Heather was in the car and we were listening to that. And you know, just fucking hip hop. To me, it's what I've grown up on. So like the words and language and stuff, I just understand. And that's not Heather's thing. Like, she didn't grow up on hip hop. There's, you know, she was clubbing EDM and stuff. So there's like words and stuff that get said, and she's just like, what does that mean? And like, it was just something that's so funny about my my Dutch white wife asking me what snow bunny means. Like, it's just fucking hilarious.
I don't know what that means.
She was asking me stuff, and like she was asking like a bunch of things. And I was just like telling her, no, she was just like, this would be really funny if you asked Laura like a bunch of these words too. And I was like, yeah, that's actually a really fucking good idea. So we got a few words of the AAVE. I think that's the current that's African American Vernacular English. That's basically 2022 Ebonics. I don't know why they stopped using that word. Is that like a boomer thing?
Ebonics? What does that mean?
It's a boomer thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's basically like the same, just like black people slang. Yeah. Slang.
Okay.
So basically,
see, I would have wondered if it was okay to like label it like that, like black people slang.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one of those things where it's like like me personally, I don't care if you say black people slang, but like it's one of those things where it's like, well, black people can say that, but like you can't say that. And it's like, dude, whatever, man. Like I don't care.
Constantly walking on eggshells.
It's exhausting, honestly. But we got a handful of words that, because we mentioned this in the pod, and Laura was like, "Yeah, I'm down. Like, what does that mean?" And I was like, "All right, cool." And then we were talking about it, and then she said something, and she was like, "Yeah, bet." And I was like,
"Oh yeah,
that's one. That's one of them right there."
I didn't even know, man. It's like what?
Yeah, it is funny because there's a few words we got. Yeah. What?
Before we dive into it, it's one of those things where I will 100% admit to be one of these people that when I hang out a lot around people that I like, I pick up on their mannerism and like things that they say is part of that. So that's probably where I pick those up, and I don't even know their origin. It's just like by hanging around people that I like, I just pick up on little things, and I don't even. One of those
things that's like it's like hip hop as a culture is it's huge, right? It's the biggest fucking genre in the world now, which is like the fastest growing genre also in the world. Like hip hop didn't exist like 50 years ago. Like it wasn't a thing, and now it's like everywhere. So like, everybody picks up on, the words and the terms and stuff like that, and might not even know that's where they come from and shit like that. And I'm never the one like, oh, you need to go back and I don't fucking care. Like whatever, it's spreading. Cool. But yeah, there were a few words we had. Well, one of them was gonna be bet, which you already know what that means, like affirmation, like okay. What do you got? Fucking Mike. Mike fucking wrote nigga. Like what is how is she not know what
like what? Come on, Mike.
But the one that kind of spurred the whole thing was Snow Bunny. Do you know what that means?
Fuck no.
It just means white girl, which is very ironic.
I mean, yeah, you know what? I thought about it, but I thought maybe there was like a kinky like twist to it. I was like, okay. Okay. Makes sense.
What was another one?
But is it like is it used in a positive way or in a negative way?
I think kind of it's kind of
neutral.
Yeah, it's kind of just neutral. Yeah, it could be used either way.
Okay.
What else did you have? Oh,
bread.
Pull up. Oh, bread. Yeah, hell you go. Bread.
Yeah. Not, you know what bread means?
Not the food.
Well, no, but isn't it like getting the money or like?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right. Bread. You got that one. This one's kind of new. Cap. It's not even part of my general.
I'm not even sure what that means. Isn't it? No, I'm not. Actually, I don't know.
So it's like lie.
Bullshit.
Like bullshitting. Like
no cap. I didn't know.
If you hear no cap, that means no bullshit. No lie.
Yeah, no lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
No cap.
Okay, I didn't know that.
This is one that Mike actually says a lot, and you can usually understand it through context, but you can do this one, Mike. Finna. because I don't really say it.
Oh, yeah, finna. Finna is like...
I don't know. No, actually, I don't.
Finna is very Southern for pretty much like, I'm about to do this. So, you know, I finna punch you in the face, son. Or I finna bust a nut. You know, like, you know, like, it's coming. Like, I'm about to do that. You know, so I finna bust. You know, like, you ever heard that before? Like, I finna bust. Like, not me, I finna bust a nut. I mean, it's happening. That shit coming.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was one. I mean, it's another one Mike wrote, but I'm pretty sure you know what fire means, like as an adjective. Like that's fire. Yeah.
Fire.
Like, yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
And then I
put, you know what I forgot to put down on there?
What? Go ahead.
Dead ass.
Oh yeah. Well, how do we not write that down?
Isn't dead ass like replacing literally in a sentence, kind of?
Yeah, kind of. It's kind of
like,
like for real. Like
yeah,
for
it's
real.
Like for real. Yeah. Like I'm dead ass serious. You know, like dead ass, bro. Like someone tell you something that you can't believe for a second. You're like, yo, dead ass. Like, you know, that's like, yo, for real. Like seriously. You know. So
yeah. So yeah,
it's that you're right. Yeah, you know your shit.
I'm not too bad, huh?
No, you're not too bad.
And then I put like geeking, like I'm geeking.
But isn't that just doing whatever geek related thing?
Nope.
No?
No. It's like
that's me right now. Drunk and high as fuck, geeking.
Okay.
I'm geeking on them edibles, son.
How do you spell it?
Like how you think? GEEKIN, like geek.
Yep.
Like the
but no
verb,
ing.
Like take the word. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No G. So geeking, and then I have a feeling you probably, if you somehow know what this one means, I'm a little concerned, and there's probably some backstory we need to understand, but you probably don't know what spin the block means.
I don't think so.
That's like some real like, yo, he did some fucked up shit. We about to come through. We about to spin the block. We about to spin the block on him. Like violence. It's a violent thing. Like we about to spin the block. And if you knew what that was, I was gonna be like, all right, Laura, what's going on? What's your history? Where have you been? How do you possibly know that? But that was another one. I don't know. It was just funny because I was like, let me see what words Laura knows. And it was just really funny that I mentioned that. And then like 5 minutes later, you did bet. And I was like, there's another one.
Man. Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. That's a cool, cool little exercise. That was funny. So yeah, I think, man, this is what happened. This is why we can't miss a pod. Cause there's like 80 more things we could talk about. I think I should probably talk about this 3D printing because that was that was a week-long experience. So if you can't really see it from here, but oh shit,
I kind of see it on the table.
Yeah, you can kind of see it. So I got this table here. There it is. You can kind of see it right there. So I got a 3D printer. All right, I got a 3D printer. So I was like, I don't know what happened. I was looking at Discord. We were talking about something. Oh, that's where it came from. Steam Deck. So there's this, the Steam Deck comes with like this charger, and it's like, it like fits in the case, but like not really. And people like 3D printed this kind of enclosure, like, you know, it's just the charger or whatever for the Steam Deck. And it has like, it just like slides in this case as like, it's like this little like kind of like strap thing. And it just kind of sits in here or whatever, but it's not like super steady or like stable. It's kind of just like, it's kind of like hanging there or whatever. And somebody made like a 3D printer, 3D printed case for it. And then they like uploaded the files. And I'm like knee deep into Steam Deck news. So if there's anything related to Steam Deck, I probably see it. And they made like a 3D printed case, and you could like put the charger in it and stuff. And I got one here now. That's jumping way far into the story. But
did you make it already?
To say, no. So actually, Steve made this one for me, and he sent it over. But this was before I decided to get a 3D printer. He was like, "Yeah, I'll make it and send it over to you." And I was like, "All right, cool, man. That's awesome." So, you know, it's like a little case for the charger. But that happened, and I was like, "All right, let me."
Why are you talking like that? She do that to me. Yeah, you could put it right. I'm sorry, Sam. Sorry. You can put it right. Thank you. Thank you. So much. Thank you.
You good?
Yeah, I'm back. Right. I'm good.
So like, he was like, "Yeah, I'll send it to you," and I was like, "Oh man, that's awesome. Like, cool." And then I was like, "Man, all this 3D printing shit is awesome." And I've always been like interested in it, but I was like, 3D printers are like $800, fucking almost $1,000 or some shit. I was like, I couldn't get into it. And we were just talking about it in Discord, and somebody was like, there's like one that's like $200 or whatever, right at Micro Center. I was like, oh shit, $200? That's fucking whatever. It's nothing. That's pretty cool. Just to be able to literally make anything I want. That's fucking awesome. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll just grab one. And there's a Micro Center near Philly, and I was working in Philly the next day, and I was like, fuck it. I'll just go grab one. Yeah. What? What's up? What's up, Mike? What?
No, you just made me feel like I'm just stuck in the New York box.
Well, you are. So I keep telling you to come down here.
I mean, I've been to other places. But
all right,
like when I'm in New York, I just feel like boxed in. Like there's nothing that close in New York aside from New Jersey.
Like, well, you gotta take a step out, man. Come down. Anyway, I was in Philly for work, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm right by Micro Center. I'm gonna just go get one of these printers. Give me some filament. Sure, why not? Let me." You know, learn some more. It's like very open source kind of like, you know, make what you want, make your own stuff kind of thing. And I'm like, that's like totally my thing. That's what I do. You know, it's what I like. I like to make my own stuff and figure it out and all that kind of stuff. So like, fuck it, I'll go get a 3D printer, figure out how it works and all that. So I went there. The guy was like pretty helpful. He was talking way too fast, like a million words a minute. And he was just like, you get this and you can get this and you get download that program. And then you make sure you go here and make sure you go to Reddit and YouTube. And I was like,
damn, what the fuck? You couldn't write that? Send me an email or something. Damn.
Yeah, he was going crazy. And I was like, thank you. Okay. And I like went, I got my stuff. He kind of upsold me on this glass bed thing, which I don't regret getting. It was only like $10 or whatever. I get home. And then that day I stream. I was like, I'm gonna build it on stream. You know, why not? Stream it, build it, do my first print, do all that stuff. You know, it'd be cool. So I bring it back, start building it. We build it on stream. It took me like a while to build it because I mean, it's the first time building a 3D printer. I don't know how it works, but we built it, you know. I set it up. I start trying to print from it. You got to like level the bed. It's this whole process of turning knobs and getting shit all in the right place and print. And I print a little cube. I was like, this is awesome. And then, you know, I start doing my little bit of research and stuff. And there's like, oh, you want to make sure you like upgrade the firmware to like the latest version and stuff like that. You know, like when you get any like new computer thing, you got to like, update it to the latest or whatever. And that's where it all started. That's where it all fucking started. It's like, all right, cool. All right, let me try to find the let me get the firmware. Let me try to update the firmware. It's this whole fucking weird process of like, I'm like, I go to the manufacturer of the 3D printer, and it's like, they send me this link to like a Google Drive folder of like some random ass files. And then I'm just like, this seems kind of weird. So I do some more research, and they're like, well, you gotta, if you have this version of the board or that version of the board, you gotta like do it this way, or you gotta do it that way. Yo, Mike, what is happening?
Yeah, what
is happening? You gotta tell me now.
Nothing. Nothing.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah, no.
No, I can't. I can't. Nah. This is after pod talk.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm like going crazy trying to figure out all this fucking firmware and shit. I'm reading research. They're like saying, oh, you got it. I read all these different things. It was like, you got to do it this way. No, you got to do it that way. Or you got to do it this way. And you got to figure out what your board is. If you do this or if you do that, you got to take it apart and figure out all this shit. And I'm reading this shit for like a whole day straight. And I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. I just want to upgrade the firmware. Like, that's it. I just like, this should be the simplest thing. Just give me the file, put it on the SD card, put it in the thing. Like, that's all I'm trying to do here. Nothing crazy. That's all I'm trying to do. Next day, I'm doing more research, and then I find out that it's like you have to like build your firmware. You gotta like compile it from a bunch of fucking code. And I'm like, dude,
how long does that take?
It actually doesn't take that long, but I don't know what the fuck any of this shit means. So I'm like, what do you mean I gotta build the first, like, what does that mean? The manual. I missed a step. So the beginning of all this, right? I put it together and I go to print and I'm looking at like the instructions that come with it. And like first step, the screen that they're showing me to do stuff doesn't match the screen that's on this. So I can't even follow the initial instructions. I'm like, the instructions are like, go home, pick the configure, do prepare, print or whatever. None of those options are there for me. And then that's what leads me to the firmware thing. Because I'm like, all right, well, your instructions are just wrong. So I guess it's the firmware. Leads through all this shit. I have to like build it or some shit. And then I'm reading about like, to make sure you don't mess it up, because you could like brick your printer and it could be ruined and then it won't work anymore. So now I'm fucking paranoid because I don't want to break my fucking printer and all this bullshit. So this is like, I don't know what day that was. Week's been a blur. So I'm figuring shit out. I finally find some firmware files that I think work. I put them on here. They don't work. I try to do shit. The printer just like stops moving, like crashes. I got to reboot it. It's a fucking mess. Shit's just like not working. I'm like, all right, dude, maybe the printer's just broke. Like, I don't fucking know. I don't know what's going on. In the midst of this, I find out that I could have got this printer for half the fucking price. I could have got it for $100 instead of $200. There was like a coupon that was still active at Micro Center that I could have got for half off. And it's like, this dude could have just told me that. So I find this out in the midst of this whole printer giving me a fucking headache. It's like, now this thing's giving me a headache and I didn't even need to pay this much for it. So now it's even more of a fucking headache because I could have $100 extra in my pocket right now. So I go through, that's like in the back of my head this whole time. I'm like, all right, whatever. It's too late now. It is what it is. So I'm still trying to fight with this thing to get it to working. Nothing. And then at a certain point, I was like, you know what? I think it was Friday. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm getting that printer for $100 and I'm returning this bullshit one that's fucking not working. So that's what I did on Friday. I went and used the coupon at a different Micro Center, got the printer for $100. And I'm going to return this first one I got on Monday. I was supposed to do it today, but more to the story. I didn't go to sleep until 2 p.m. So I came home Friday and I built the new one. This was like, since I'd already built and debuilt one, I was fucking speeding through this easy, built it quick. And then I did all my bed leveling stuff or whatever. And then I did a little test printed a little cube, and I was like, all right, we're good. All right, let's try the firmware thing again. Let's see if we can make some progress on that. I understood a little bit more. I started putting firmware on there. Shit wasn't working again. I was like, all right, dude, I don't know what the fuck is going on now. What's up? I got a whole brand new thing. What's the fucking
right
deal?
There.
Yeah, same.
I was like, this is what's going on. So I'm like, all right, maybe I just gotta stop being a bitch and figure out what this whole compile shit is and just make my own firmware, which is crazy. That's insane. I've used a ton of different technology and stuff. I've never had to just compile my own firmware for a device. That's all right, whatever. So I figure that shit out. I try it. I fucking put it on. It looks like it's working, and then it's not. And I'm like, all right, dude. I'm streaming this whole thing, by the way, yesterday, Friday. Streaming, breaking the first one down, building the second one, trying this firmware, printing that first cube. And I'm like, all right, dude, well, I got to figure it out. I'm going to figure this out. That's like the thing I probably said the most. It's like, I'm going to do this shit. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm going to fucking do this shit. I don't fucking care. This shouldn't be this hard to do. This printer is
that why
available.
you were streaming for so long?
Yes.
Yeah, man. I woke up this morning. It was still live. I checked his uptime. He was at 13 hours. I was like, no way, you're still up here.
Yeah, I streamed the whole thing. And it wasn't
he went
like
to bed at like 2 p.m. or some shit.
Yeah, and it wasn't like, oh man, I gotta stream this. It was like, I'm doing this anyway, so I'm just gonna turn the stream on. Like if I wasn't streaming, I would have still went to bed at 2 p.m. Like I wasn't staying up for the stream. Also, I needed fucking help. Again, my stream is just me getting help if I'm not playing Monster Hunter. If I'm not playing Monster Hunter, anybody who's showing up in my stream is there to just fucking help me. Otherwise, you serve no purpose. So there were a lot of people in the stream helping me out, which was awesome. Like actually, I think everybody who showed up and stayed at the stream for longer than an hour was seeing how fucking broken I was becoming and was like, all right, dude, I gotta fucking help him out. And they were like looking up links and giving me shit in chat. And I was like, thank you. I've already read that post 50 times, but I appreciate the effort. So like, I'm going through all this shit and I had this device which kind of helps it level or whatever, but I hadn't installed it because I was trying to get everything to work before I installed that extra thing. But I was like, you know what? Whatever, dude. Like, what else is left? I might as well just fucking try installing this thing and see if it works. So I installed it. I did my bed leveling and all that kind of stuff. And it seemed like it was working. I was like, oh shit, it's working. Holy shit. We're making some progress. And then I try to print. Shit's all fucking weird. It's like scratching the bed. It's like not coming out. I'm like, all right, dude, what's the fucking deal now? So I do a couple more resets, couple more reboots, re-level the whole thing again, level the bed, set the offsets, do all this shit all over again. And then it finally works.
Oh my God.
14 hours, 15 hours in to building physically, building hardware, building software, configuring, setting all this stuff in the right place or whatever. Finally using this device. Finally worked. I printed. And I was like, all right, it looks like it's working. I did like a little test line to see if it worked. I was like, we got to print something now. I got to find something to print. And I was like, you know what? What's the emotion right now? Fuck. So I just searched the word fuck. And I found something and I printed it. And that whole 14, 15, 16 hour stream, fucked. So I printed it. I got fucked. That was the last hour of the stream. Was everybody just getting fucked? We all got fucked at the end of the stream. Yeah, right here. I made a fucked keychain. So it's fucked up.
And I'm gonna get one.
I did it. I'm gonna make y'all one. And I could do it. I got a functional 3D printer and I am printing Tifa right now. That's Tifa. I'm printing her.
Of course.
And it won't be done by the time this pod's over. Yeah. But it'll probably be done by the time we're done talking after. But I printed Tifa. And honestly, somehow I keep getting these challenges thrown at me. I mean, we talked about it last pod. I was going through it. I was turned into fucking Lara Croft out in the woods. Like, now I dealt with this shit. Fucking Elden Ring. I don't know, man. Life just keeps throwing these challenges at me. And I'm just trying to figure it out. And it was 5 days of mental hell, but it was worth it. And this is awesome that I now have a 3D printer and I can just make stuff. And pure stubbornness can get you a long way. You know? Just pure, unadulterated, unfiltered, old man stubbornness. Because that's all that got me through here. There was somebody who was in the chat who was like, man, I don't know how you have the patience for all this. And I was like, we're way past the point of patience here. This is well beyond patience. Dedication. This is just
I couldn't
just
I don't know if I could do that shit for that long.
Like, yeah.
I hope you're proud of you, man, because a lot of people would have just gave up, honestly. Especially getting into something new, like that would be so discouraging for a lot of people to just like hit this hard of a wall by trying to start a new hobby or just trying to see if you like a new hobby.
Yeah. And that was like part of what was going on with the whole firmware thing, because it's like, this is like a product that exists. Like, this isn't like a one random printer I just randomly got off of eBay. Like, there's pallets of these things at Micro Center. And I was like, this shouldn't be this hard. There's no reason why this should be this fucking hard. Like, there's people using this thing. This doesn't make any sense. And as I went through all the research of figuring shit out, this thing has like a newer chip that just got added to them in January, but like the manufacturer hasn't updated any of their software for it. So like, you're just fucked. You're just fucked. So people like made their own stuff, and I had to like find a way to see where that stuff is that people made their own random custom shit to like work for it. And the file I got to work was a random file some guy posted on GitHub when he emailed the manufacturer, and they sent him this and said, use that. That's what I had to find to use this. Just a random zip on the internet from just a GitHub site. Ridiculous. But I got here and I did it. I printed a little cap for my extruder at the top. I printed fucked, but I got fucked. This is a very important print for me. And it's cool. I'm printing stuff. I swap filament. I got my purple. I got my white filament. I can make stuff, and it's cool. I can make stuff for you guys. I'll make you guys little keychains. And it's cool. We're here now, and it's awesome. But that was a experience of journey. 5 days. Yeah, like there was like I don't know what day, maybe like Wednesday or Thursday, where like I like woke up and I was just like, this is fucked up. Why am I going to bed, waking up, thinking about this fucking 3D printer being bent out of shape? This is fucked.
I gotta make it work.
And it was like, I just couldn't get it out of my head. I was like, I need to fit. This has to work. There's no way that this isn't going to work. I have to find a way to make this shit work. Yeah, it's fucked up. I mean, if you follow me on Twitter, I was breaking down, man. I was breaking the fuck down. But I did it. You know what? I will give myself a little round of applause.
Yes, you deserve it.
Yeah, because now I got a 3D printer. It's pretty cool. A lot of new hobbies this past month. Got the 3D printer. Got my VR. I mean, I guess Steam Deck isn't a new hobby, but it's a new thing.
It's a new baby.
Yeah. But fuck it, man. Like, what else are we here for? You know, do all this shit. I might as well do something with it. So that's where I'm at. And I got it for $100, which ain't bad. 3D printer for $100. That's a pretty cheap, good deal, actually.
Yeah, that's ridiculously good deal, bro.
Yeah. So now I can print stuff, and that was this week. This week was 3D print. Last week was Elden Ring. Nowhere near as intense. Elden Ring was nowhere near as intense on my mental capacity
Thankfully.
As this fucking 3D printer was. Yeah. I could just turn that off. My brain could not turn off figuring out this fucking 3D printer. But yeah, that was my week, and that was the thing to highlight for this week on the pod. Man, we got a bunch of stuff that we could still talk about. I guess kind of in passing, they announced like Game Boy Advance coming to Switch. Oh no, they didn't announce. It leaked, and people are expecting it to come out.
Yeah, which you should.
Yeah, which you should. Did you ever play Game Boy Advance, Laura? Did you have
Which one is that? Which one is that?
That's the wide one. The Game Boy that was like you held it.
It was also
as opposed to a rectangle.
The SP one.
There was the one that flipped, but it was just one screen, not two screens.
I had the SP one that was like not wide, the blue one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I actually played a Sonic game maybe on that. Is it possible?
Sonic Advance?
Sonic Advance.
Let me check what they look like.
He kind of looked like Sonic Adventure Sonic, but in like 2D form. So he had like the soap shoes and like kind of newer updated look.
Big ass green eyes and shit.
Yeah.
Advance 2?
Yeah, it was one of them.
Blaze the Cat?
Yeah, I played that. I played that.
No, Sam, Blaze the Cat was from Rush.
See, I mix them up.
Yeah, then maybe that was my first Sonic games, actually.
Cream was in, okay. Sonic Advance 2.
Yeah, I mixed
that was my first Sonic game then, before Shadow.
This one. Okay.
Yeah, because I
played game.
On SP, I played that. I played Yoshi Island.
Classic.
That game was sick. And I played the skateboard game that I can't remember.
Okay.
But I mostly played
Fox Pro Skater, is it?
I don't remember, but I mostly played Yoshi on it.
Oh,
I was a fucking Yoshi Island. Yeah. Yes. With your baby
Mario.
Favorite
Mario game.
And
fuck. Luigi? Maybe that's it's been instilled since fucking 8 of hating kids. That's why. Baby Mario. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Fuck that cry.
Yeah,
that's why.
Yeah, right.
I hate it. I can hear it right now. I can still hear
it. It's coming to where, you said?
So there's been leaks of Game Boy Advance games being added to their Switch Online thing, which is just a little too late for I think most of us, but I think there's still kind of value in that, which is cool. If you get a Switch, you just spend $20 a year and you could just have all the retro games. And aside from N64, they all run well. You can't say that for a lot of Switch games. But yeah, I mean, I got
it's coming a bit late in the lifetime of Switch now.
I don't know, man. I feel like they're riding this Switch thing hard. I feel like we're not getting a new Nintendo console for another 2 fucking years.
Fucking get it out, man. People are over that shit. That console has been obsolete ever since it's been out.
I think the best course of action would be to make a Switch successor. Not to make a whole new home console and just take a step back.
But it's Nintendo. They never do that. The only time they did that was DS and 3DS. No. I mean, I guess they did. No, they did Wii and Wii U. But look at Wii U. That was a flop. So
nah, they have to continue the Switch line. You can't just go back from this.
Yeah, I agree. You started. It's Nintendo.
Come on. Please.
This ain't Sony. It's not just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No,
they do some weird shit.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
A
1, 1.
QX.
Yeah,
B, we, you.
Me, you, and I.
Man,
yeah.
Never gonna.
Shit. But yeah, I mean, I don't think we had. Oh, we did have a question. Yeah, so I think we'll do. I mean, it's a bit of a fat pod, but we weren't here last week. I know we got at least one other thing that Laura wrote down. I do want to get to because we were talking about it earlier. Was feeling guilty about not posting content people follow you for, which again. There were so many easy layup segues this pod. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because we could have went here from so many other things.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we were all 3 of us have experienced that. So you could tip this one off.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of funny because we all use Twitter for kind of different reasons, but me, a big portion of the people that I follow are artists, and I always used to find it really funny when artists would make a tweet saying they apologize for the lack of art lately because they haven't felt inspired or they haven't posted anything. And from a viewer standpoint, that always kind of made me not laugh, but I don't know, it's kind of obvious to me, post whenever you're inspired. I don't give a fuck whenever is it. I'll see it whenever it's there. But now that I'm on the flip side of that, where people have followed me for doing art, for the art that I've posted in the last couple months, and for a while I was posting at a really fast pace. So I was getting fucking pieces out every week or so. And now I've reached a point where it's I haven't necessarily put something out in over a month and a half, maybe. And I feel so guilty of that because it's not necessarily like my followers or anything's changing. Nobody's making me feel bad for it. But part of me feels like people give me a follow for a reason or are around for a reason specifically, and that is art, and I'm not providing that at all. So it's always a bit at the back of my mind, but at the same time, it's not something that can be forced. So you kind of just, you suffer and you wait until you're inspired again and provide whatever content people followed you for.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like I've went through, I mean, just recently, aside from these past couple 3D printer streams, I don't even know when's the last time I streamed. Probably like, I don't even know what I played. I've no idea. At least like 2-3 weeks maybe. And now go back like 3-4 years maybe, I'd feel awful about that. Like, dude, this is what I'm here to do. Like, why am I not streaming? But it's like, and I'm sure it's a bit different with, putting out art. For me, streaming, it's, especially the way I stream, it's a lot more of a personal relationship kind of thing with the people I'm talking to in chat. So the people who I'm streaming to know me to a degree, at least. So it's like, again, years ago when I was like doing this like crazy and I was super into it and that was like everything I wanted to do and it was like career goals, all that kind of shit, I feel awful about it. And then as I continued to just go a different route, and the people who were watching back then and are still watching now and still come around, even though I stream once however many times, they come around whether I'm doing fucking 3D printer shit or I'm playing Monster Hunter or I'm playing Lost Ark or whatever, and those people still come around. It's like, I don't have to feel guilty because the people who care are going to care. Like, because they care about me, not just my art. And if the people who only care about those things aren't thinking about you not doing them because they're just caring about that thing you only do. So it's like the people who's only looking for art, they're not like, Banshee hasn't posted in a while. Where's her art? They're just like, I don't see it, so I'm not thinking about it. And then the people who probably do are like, oh, Banshee hasn't posted in a while. They probably know you and are like, she's probably going through some shit. So it's cool, whatever. And because it's the same thing for me with my stream. Like, I'll think about it, and I usually don't say anything, but I'm like, man, I haven't streamed in forever. But, I talk on my Discord and stuff, and then I go live, and I'm like, yo, man, shit's been fucked up. And they're like, yeah, whatever, dude. And then I'm just, just hanging. So it's like, it's just one of those things where it's just time gets you through knowing when it's like, okay, which it's always okay, but your brain doesn't tell you it's okay. So it's just like, it's a time thing where it's just like, dude, sure, I know you may be here for this craft or whatever it is that I do, but like, if I'm not good, this shit's not happening anyway. So I gotta be good first. And me feeling guilty is not a step towards me being good. So it's like, get that barrier even just out the way so I can at least get better to just being good. Not even like I want to make art, but like just be good. So it's like that's where I hit that point of like, if there's always a reason I haven't done what I used to do. And whatever that reason is, hopefully is a good one, even if it's like a struggle to get to the next point. Like there's a reason for that lack of what I used to do. So it's like, I'm uninterested. There's nothing interesting. I want to play. There's life shit going on that I can't focus. Like whatever that reason is, there's a reason, because I used to do it and I enjoyed it. And now I don't, for whatever that reason is. So I'll either figure something else out or get through it, or maybe I won't and I'll just do something else. But if you care, then you care. If not, then I'm not thinking about it anyway. So that's how I've gotten through that. And I know Mike has dealt with the same kind of thing as far as like, we were just talking about it earlier about not doing Monster Hunter shit when people are expecting Monster Hunter shit or whatever.
Except I don't really give a shit. Like, like niggas, my Twitter, like you could leave. I know that when Sunbreak comes out and all the banger tweets are popping off, you'll be back. So, you could leave now. It's all right, but I know you're gonna come back. Watch. It always happens. And it's not, I never really feel like guilty about it. It's more like, damn, like, I feel more frustrated about it because I feel like, you know, a lot of people are following me because of me, but in reality, they're following me because I post about Monster Hunter, which, and my mind doesn't make much sense because when I follow people on Twitter, I follow you because I find you interesting, not because you post about a specific topic or a specific video game. It's more because I find you interesting. So it's like, that's why I rarely unfollow anyone unless they're like actually annoying me. Otherwise, you know, I like you for you. And it turns out that a lot of people on the internet don't use the internet that way. Yeah, which is funny because the moment a lot of people on the internet are fickle as fuck. Because once they see something they don't like or they don't jive with, they're just going to unfollow you. And it's like, I don't even have the energy to want to unfollow someone unless they're really annoying me.
Yo, that's what's crazy is, there's like 6 clicks required to unfollow somebody. Yeah. Like, that's a very intentional, not like time intensive action, but if you're doing it a lot, like that's a very intentional time consuming action, which is crazy. Yeah. I decided to unfollow a bunch of people one day and it was like a day's worth of work. I was like, all right, dude, I got to go through and scroll through all this shit. Like, this is a very intentional act that I'm choosing to do for a very specific reason. Not just like a on the whim kind of.
You know what's
like,
funny?
It's like an action.
You know what's funny is I noticed there's something I used to check to see who unfollowed me. Just so I'm curious. Just so I can have a better idea of what's happening.
Oh, that's so toxic.
And shut up, Laura. It's not toxic. It's not toxic. I'm trying to know what's happening. Like, I want to know what the fuck's going on. So, like, there's a lot of people with like anime profile pictures that unfollow me, and I don't think there's been a single black person that unfollowed me.
Yeah, because there's only like 3 of us doing Monster Hunter shit.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was talking to John about that before too. There's like, of course, you got 2-6 and motherfuckers like that, but 2-6 is not like ingrained in Monster Hunter. He just does Monster Hunter stuff. Yeah. Like he's not like ingrained in the community. Like as far as that goes, there's only about 3 of us. Yeah. Like, which is insane to even think about. Like. Only 3?
It really is.
Like,
yeah.
And I think I'm
like a part of the community itself. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the only one who brings a different energy to it as well. Yeah. Because it's like everyone else is as chill as everyone else is. Yeah. And I'm you know, that's not me. Like, I'm a chill person, sure, but like, I don't know. I like that New York shit. I like, you know, a little bit of spice, you know, gotta bring a little bit of that hood shit into Monster Hunter because everybody a little bit too chill. There's a lot of dad jokes. Like, you gotta chill that shit down a little bit. Like, it's not enough diversity in this fucking community, bro. So it's like, I get it when people follow me and are like, yeah, he posts a lot of Monster Hunter shit. And then they see me post, like, you know, some motherfucker getting choked out on Twitter, and they feel threatened about that. Like, man, why are you watching people fight? Like, man, I don't think I should follow this guy anymore. I'm just gonna unfollow him. Wow, like he sounds crazy. Problematic. Oh my god. Or he said nigga gante, or he's like making jokes with the word nigga. Oh my god, he's like someone underneath my tweet was like, man, as much as I don't like that word, this is funny, and I'm like, wow, okay, like you didn't have to say all that shit. You could have just
said he say? What?
They said as much as because I randomly I was high as fuck yesterday, and I just tweeted Nickelodeon. Okay. Like that's the first thing that came to mind. I said Nickelodeon, and then you had every black person that follows me made up different nigga words in the fucking replies. You had nigga gante, you had nigga cougar, like it was all that shit. And then someone came in here and said, wow, as much as I don't like that word, this is really funny. And I'm like, wow, okay. Like,
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like you didn't have to say that shit, man. Like you could have just said this shit was stupid or hilarious. You didn't have to say.
Don't comment.
No, I don't like that word, but you know what? This is pretty funny. You're the exception.
Man, I fucking hate
that. Like underhanded, weird.
Yeah.
People give a compliment at the cost of like something else, man. Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Just shut up.
All the time. Oh my God, dude. The amount of, I guess I didn't talk about that. Like, anytime I have a tweet that like goes off because it's like Monster Hunter gaming stuff, Heather's just like, I hate Twitter. Because she like looks through them. I don't really think twice about it, but like she'll like see people say stupid shit. And like she sees the negative stuff and will like think about it longer than I will. It's like in and out real quick for me. It's nothing.
Yeah.
But there's people who are like, the Steam Deck looks way bigger than the Switch. I don't see why I would ever even use that. And it's like, what the fuck are you here for then? Like, why are you even talking about this?
That's what bothers. That's the kind of comments that bother me. And it's like, it's even worse if the person like, you know, that same ItMeSheesh video I made when I said my love-hate relationship with the game. There was a person who made a comment yesterday about, he was like, wow, if you are really having trouble with the game, you should play with people that know what they're doing. And you know, like people, like you already know where this is going, right? He's like, you should play people that know what they're doing, and you know, if you did that, maybe it wouldn't be as difficult for you. And I'm like, you didn't watch the whole video, did you? Because clearly, I know how to play the fucking game. I said that I just don't feel like playing it. The whole point of the video is that I don't feel like playing old Monster Hunter because I have to relearn the process over again. Are you stupid? But I couldn't say that because the comment was genuine, but it was also really fucking stupid. So I couldn't. Tone deaf. I can't just blast him. But it's like, bro, you didn't watch this whole video, did you? You didn't listen to shit I said. You heard, I don't like this game, and then you just wrote a comment based off that.
The way I deal with that is whenever there's like a tweet that pops off, I pretty much like every reply. I just make sure I don't like those. That's it. And it's like if their IQ level's high enough, which it's not usually.
That usually sends off the signal though.
Yeah, that's usually all I do. Signal. I'll just like everything except for that one.
I know that feel because, like, let's say Cups, for example, makes a tweet. And I say something really stupid on it. You know, Cups thinks I'm a fucking clown. So I'll say something dumb under his tweet, and he'll like every comment except mine. Then that's how I know that he thought what I said was fucking stupid. Like, he won't tell me.
That's the exact same thing that I do. It's the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, there was something I was like, I was fucked up over this 3D printer shit, man. And like, people were like offering real help and stuff. You know, I click like. And somebody replied and was just like, did you try rebooting it? And I was just like, yeah, I don't even have the tenacity to just say, are you fucking serious right now? So I just didn't like it. Well, I'm just going to ignore this message. I read it. I'm just going to ignore it. Like, move on. Come on, man. Like, I just wrote a fucking thread about how I'm breaking down as a human being. Did you try rebooting it? Or shut the
fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I was like, nah, I'm out of here. I'm fucking out of here. But yeah, I think that wraps it up. We still got we got much pod left. We can't take another break. There's too much pod to pod. You know what I'm saying? There's too much pod to be pod.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, we do have a question at the end of the pod. If you all leave us a question either in the comments, you can always add us to any of us. Oh, perfect timed right there on the pod Twitter. Add us a question, we'll write it down. And we have a question this week from Flight Ducky on YouTube. We'll go back into some Monster Hunter. What is your ideal armor set system? Oh, fuck. This could last. This is another 40-minute question. Jesus. What is your ideal armor set system, and how would you refine current set systems? I'm assuming he's talking about Monster Hunter. And this is most likely probably about charms, decos, and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. We're talking more than just like armor. We're talking like talisman too.
Yeah, you said like the armor set system. So like skills and all that. That's what I would think.
Well, can I go first?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't if I had to compare the system for 5th gen to everything else before that, I think 5th gen is better, in my opinion, because like I didn't really like the negative skills in the old gen, where you had like 10 points of some negative skill and you had to really work to make it unnegative to make it positive. Like I wasn't too fond of that. And the whole like you need 10 points to get the skill to actually activate. Like I didn't like that shit. And I didn't even understand it at first. Because
nobody, I don't think anybody does. Nah, I literally don't think anybody, unless they're told from somebody else playing the game, understands how that skill system works their first time playing the game.
I think it was handled so much more better in World. I think they can refine it a bit more, but I think even in World, the set bonuses were even better than they were in Rise. Set bonuses in Rise.
Dude, we don't have set bonuses in Rise. Do we?
Kind of. I mean,
we do, sort of, but they're not really
they're
good.
Kind of, they're garbage. They're not really all that. So, I think World kind of streamlined things in a perfect way. They should probably go back to that and just stick with that for a bit. To be honest, I think that was fine. As far as charms go, I mean, if we're talking about like how we get the charms, I don't mind. I do think that we should get charms from quest, or at least from some quest at some point, so that it doesn't feel like we're just selling away our whole fucking box of charms for no reason. Like I can go, this could be a whole pod in itself, but incentives are a big problem in Rise, especially. That's what my whole video was about last week or 2 days ago. The incentives suck ass, and there's not enough reason to do shit. So if they could have added charm bonuses at the end of some of the event quests, it would have been better than just
like
having nothing.
And that's like such an easy add-on. Like it's just literally it's a tick the box to put charms in the box after the quest.
Well,
like that's it. Like I mean, there's literally a mod that does that. Like they could just do that, especially for the super monsters. Give you fucking 10 charms, easy, every quest. And then you just farm super monsters. You know, no extra materials, no extra nothing. Just 10 charms. That would have been reason to do it. Yeah. Yeah, 10 higher tier charms guaranteed every super monster quest. Easy. Easy way to just add something.
Yep. But that I mean, that's it for me. That's what I think.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you go.
It's a bit hard for me because I haven't played anything before World, so I don't have necessarily anything to compare it with other than with Rise. I was happy with the system in World, to be honest. Like I know a lot of people didn't like the RNG of the decos. I didn't necessarily mind it in World, like because when I compare it to Rise, at least I felt like if I wanted certain rarity or specific type of decos, I knew
you could work on it.
If hunt on it. There were specific quests I could hunt for that. Like that would increase my chances. Now I just feel like I'm just doing shit in thin air in Rise, and that's what I hate.
Yeah.
But otherwise, what we had in the World, for me, I don't have much complaint about World in general anyways. So I would just stick back to whatever they were doing there and improve from there if there was really some big issues that I wasn't aware of. But
for me, it's World for sure, 1000%. Like the charm system, perfect. Just craft the charm, upgrade it from materials, lock behind progression. The game expands. We get more levels on the charms. Perfect. You just pick a charm, throw it on your set, just like another armor piece. The RNG charms, never again. Please. I know we're going to have them in Sunbreak, but please, never again. They tried it. Yeah. I really hope they got the feedback to know. Decos, like, I think the deco system itself was great. And again, we had like investigations to let you hone in to the kind of field you wanted to go for. And then we'd have events, which was awesome. You log on, you'll get an attack deco or a crit deco or a attack bonus, attack plus deco or something, which was awesome. That was one of those things that helped make the game feel more alive and they could just do that. Like, oh shit, I got to make sure I hop on today because they're giving away this super rare deco for this week, which is awesome. And then I guess as far as like refinement, just not have decos that having decos that are so key to certain playstyles is fine, but just making them way more attainable, even if it's way later in the game. Because decos like Mighty Bow and Guard Up, were just like so detrimental to not have in Worlds. And like if you were a bow main and you wanted Mighty Bow, like, and you didn't have it, like you were just fucked on just all your builds, and that felt awful.
I feel like being able to craft the charms was better because then
you could do something.
It gave you more. It gave you more incentive to make those charms which were key elements to some of your builds. Yeah. And for Rise, you can't do that because you're just a slave to RNG.
Yeah, like charms, when you get a good charm, it doesn't feel like, oh man, I can improve this build and make it this much better. It's just, I now have 3 armor pieces in 1 armor slot. That's what charms feel like. And it's like, that just feels fucked up. That this one charm that I just RNG got didn't really work for is replacing 3 armor pieces now. As opposed to 1 charm in World or Rise generally being 1 or 2 armor pieces, maybe. But yeah, the deco system, aside from those super rare ones, I think is perfect because it's constant progression, right? In Rise, there's no progression at all with charms. There's none at all.
I think that's the problem with the whole game, though. Like, you just, it's almost worse than shit like Portable Third, because at least Portable Third, you had a lot of decent end game monsters, and for this, it's just throwing existing monsters in new maps and calling it event quests, and half of them you don't get shit for doing them anyway.
Yeah,
like who the fuck cares about a fucking free sticker set?
Dude,
shit.
I booted
free sticker set for what?
Dude, I booted up Portable Third, and I know that game was only in Japan, but there was a fucking Inuyasha event quest. You get the fucking Tessaiga.
Oh my god!
And it's like straight up the Tessaiga. It's like a small sword, and then you unsheath it, and it's a fucking big ass long sword.
Whatever.
Yeah. And you see, that's the problem, is that we didn't even get any cool like anime bullshit in Rise. Like, it's just, it feels bad, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, to answer the question, definitely World. And honestly, the only refinement is just making those key specific decos like guaranteed to get through the story, which IceMod did that. They like guaranteed you getting like Guard Up and Mighty Bow and at least like 1 or 2 attack or something through like the story, which is awesome. But like the way they did the double decos and Iceborne, like that was amazing, man. That was like, I think one of the coolest skill system refinements to like happen in Monster Hunter, and I really hope that at least comes
back.
See, that's the thing. How is that even going to work in Sunbreak? We're crafting. There's going to be like 8 billion other decos to craft now because there were so many combinations in Iceborne that like weren't detrimental.
Knows?
Yeah, they like weren't detrimental, but it was nice to have. You know, like crit boost plus maintenance or crit boost.
The stack of skills that we're gonna have in Sunbreak is gonna be crazy. Like we're just gonna have so much skills. But
it's
we'll see in 2 months.
Yeah, we're not that far away. But yeah, I think that wraps it up. It's a good pod. Glad to be back. Yay. Good to be back with y'all. Episode 43. Again, if y'all aren't already doing so, making sure you're subbed. Following the pods. We're on all the platforms, or the YouTube, the Google, Spotify, Apple, all that good stuff.
Everything.
And that will wrap it up. And we will see y'all next time. Oh, have a good one, y'all. Bye.
Bye.